Get dominated.
Okay, much better.
Hey, up ghosties. Gotta turn this music down because it's always fucking 100 billion decimals. I need to sneeze. Okay, I'm going to apologize now for any and all sneezing that takes place. I am still sniffly. Sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I've been pretty good today, but I'm still sniffly. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Anyways, hey up ghosties. Thank you Moth for the new follow just a minute ago here. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome home. Who got first? Cade, congratulations on first, and thank you for the Spotify reminder. I completely forgot. Private. Thank you. Loki, thank you for the resub. Emily, yes, that is still your voice from the communal basement of your college dorm. Yeah, that sounds right. Hi, Cyber, how are you? Hello, Zim, how are you? Bless you, broski. Thank you, Wilbur. How is everybody doing? How is the vibe? How is the collection? Chip, I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna try not to be too sniffly this episode. Hello, Moth. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome in. So you are a chatter as well. Sometimes we get a follow from somebody and then they like, you can tell they stick around, but then they never ever speak, and then we hear from them for the first time like 700 years later, and it's like, oh, hello. I'm working on this project. I'm exhausted. I understand. Hello, everybody. My name is Almost Sander, and welcome home. How are we, my darling chatters? I hope we are doing well today, at the very least. Izzy AF, I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay, or that gets better. I'm in pain and trying to survive, but other than that, I'm vibing. Okay, so everybody's dying today. Cool. Good start. Glad we're all falling apart. I personally, I'm doing okay. I'm fine. Hey, Emily, thank you for being the one to hold us all together here. Somebody's got to be doing okay. Art might make a big jump today. Got a good sketch going. I just hope I like the rest of this piece. Let's go. I'm hoping I do something with today's art. I'm doing like my own redraw of two scenes kind of combined into one scene. I'm gonna make one thing abundantly clear right off the bat. I'm going to be talking and drawing Arcane today. If you have not seen Arcane Season 2, and you have any opinions on spoilers, if you don't want to find out what happens in Arcane Season 2, if you haven't finished it yet, if you're gonna stress about spoilers, now's your time to leave. I'd love you and all of your interests and all of your care, but there's gonna be spoilers. So, well, I should leave then. See you later, Chip. I know it's still pretty early, but I can't wait anymore, and I want to talk about it. So I've got to talk about it. And if that means I have a lower viewer rating today, then that means I have a lower viewer rating. I gave you the warning. I watched it. It was so cool. It was fucking amazing. Never watched it. TBH spoilers encourage me to watch things though. Bro, do you want Twink Jesus? Do you want gay Twink Jesus? I've got gay Twink Jesus for you. And if there's anything you've ever wanted before, I can tell you right now, it's gay Twink Jesus. I love Robot Jesus. Yes, gay Twink Robot Jesus. I love Victor so much. Anyways, Arcane second season was off? Was off? Question mark? Do you mean like it's out? It is out. Oh, it was good, but the pacing was bad. It, like, okay, so you actually did like it felt off. The pacing was rushed for sure, but honestly, I didn't mind it because I watch a lot of very fast-paced, high-level fantasy shows that like do not give you breathing room, and this was one of those shows. It really did not feel like there was a second for breathing room. Especially the finale. Whoa. Especially the finale. It did feel rushed, but I didn't necessarily mind it. It felt like I was constantly there for something. It could have used a third season, but that's a lot to ask. My mega Christian mother doesn't hear. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, sorry for everybody who just got ads. The final episode easily could have been 2 or 3, especially to give more context for the Black Rose stuff. Yeah, I have a couple opinions on that. It was fast, but I don't think it was bad. I agree. They started a lot of plot points and most of them didn't get closed. Yes, okay. So my major problem with Arcane 2, I'm going to talk mostly about stuff I enjoyed. But my major problem with Arcane Season 2 was that obviously all of Season 1 had not been wrapped up. Like, Season 1 was not wrapped up, but they wanted to get to, or at least semi-get to, explain everybody's powers in Arcane, or at least complete everybody's arcs. So everybody needed to have their own complete, finished, total arc. So not only did we have to complete everything that started in Season 1 that we left off without finishing. Hi, Ollie. But also they went on to say, like, okay, we need to finish all of these things. And also here's the Black Rose. And also we need to invent time travel. And also here's this fucking wolf that's growing in the basement. And also there's like, and there were some things that I was like, I'm excited to see where this goes. And there were some things that I was like, why do we just keep adding things? Like, obviously Singe and the wolf thing growing in the basement became a major serious plot point that like interacted with everything. The Black Rose felt so disconnected and so like it really only affected one person in the plot. Like I like that Mel had something to finish off her character and round her character out, but you could remove the entirety of the story of the Black Rose and it wouldn't affect the majority of the plot, just her. So it's kind of like tricky like that. I always get 2.5 minutes of ads. How am I on this lucky? I'm sorry, Cade. Yeah, I like your pasta, Mary. Yeah, thank you. I made it myself. Here, wait. It's beads. I made it myself. Do you see how it's beads? So I made him. I'm a big fan of him. Oh yeah. Sorry, Emily, I forgot. I can't decide if I care more about spoilers or human interaction today. I will be spoiling things because I want to talk about it, and I'm gonna grab Emily and get her in on this conversation so she can talk about it too. Honestly, so I went in. Okay, in terms of spoilers, let me get in there so I can have Emily in the call. In terms of spoilers, I went in being able to guess most of the things that happened, not all of them for sure, but most of the things that happened, I wasn't surprised by, because if you are a writer or you think at all about how somebody's like story is best resolved, most of the things they did were what you expected. There were a couple of things that I was like, oh, that's unexpected, but most of the things that happened make complete sense. There were very few things that I was like, I never saw that coming. Like, there were very few. Most of it is to be expected. And also, I will say, any of the things that you could have gotten spoilers about, or you may get spoilers about in this episode, doesn't make it any less good to watch, because fuck, it's good to watch. It is so good to watch. There you go. I'm in channel for when you want to be here, Perler Possum. Yes. So yeah, I will be drawing. Today I will be drawing Victor, also known as Twink Robot Jesus, Gay Robot Twink Jesus, whatever order those things need to be. Gay Robot Twink, Gay Twink Robot Jesus. I guess that would be the order. I might go. I would be happy for you to be here, but I understand if you actually like don't want Arcane spoilers. I get it. I avoided spoilers like the plague, so actually, if you actually like care about the show, like, yeah, I totally understand. Victor's visual rework is bleh. I disagree. Maybe it's because I'm attracted to him. Alex, literally lick my taint if you want to complain about the way that I speak my words. I hate how this happens. I've read so much of movies and I fucking hate it. Coraline, I think I was one of the only ones I didn't predict at least 50%. I just don't want to know super big stuff. Also, I won't be able to add anything to conversation anyways. I understand. I'm not complaining, just pointing it out. That's valid. Yeah, I understand. I get it. In terms of the Victor visual rework is bland, I disagree. Personally, they needed to make the jump from the Victor we knew in season 1 to the Victor we meet in season 2. And like the most I heard you join. Hello. Most of the visual rework, especially early in the season, like the original like Victor to just like slightly more angelic Victor makes complete sense because like you're seeing the arcane on his body and also you're seeing him time pass and such. And then obviously there's like the major visual change and like there's like some give and take to it, but like I am a big fan personally. Maybe that's just because I like robot twink gay Jesus. Gay twink robot Jesus? Whatever the fuck it is. Also, Twitch wouldn't let me title the stream Twink Jesus because I guess twink is a hate crime, so they wouldn't let me call it that. My friend sends me arcane edits. I'm like, that style's cool. How do you not? There's so many arcane edits that I watch, and I was like, oh, that's like viscerally like upsetting. Yeah, gay twink robot Jesus would be the proper order of those adjectives. Hello, First Tower. First Tower, are you alive? First Tower? I know you're here. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Hang on. Nope, wait. Hang on. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna figure out if you can hear me or not. I don't think you can. Hang on. That's my problem. That's my fault. Hang on. Yeah, this. That should fix it. Now can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you.
I understand. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, hi, welcome back.
I joined like 4 times.
I know, I kept seeing you join and I was like, oh, hi, and then you wouldn't respond and I was like, oh, weird. Yeah, sorry, Emily was very loud. I just turned her down. That was my fault because I had her up way too high from a previous call. All I heard on my mini player was hello, Second Tower, and I audibly cackled. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say hello that way.
Also, I'm not the second tower.
Yeah, you're the first tower. Honestly, twink gay robot Jesus is only one word more than VSMP Loki. He's only gay twink robot. There you go. Yeah, gay twink robot Jesus. I love my gay twink robot Jesus. And Emily, you're drawing Mel today, right?
For once in my life, I'm not drawing Jinx.
For once in your life, you're not drawing Jinx. You're drawing. I'm so
All
excited.
I do is draw Jinx.
I can't wait to see what you'll do with that. I'm gonna turn my music down slightly because I can't hear myself think. I'll turn that down slightly and also switch it over to my liked songs. And also turn it up for chat because I had it really low for chat. Chat, if this music's too low, you let me know. If you can or can't hear the music, please just make me aware. And if you can hear Emily okay and all of that. Okay, I'm gonna show my sketch of what my plan is so far. Hydrate, I can do that. All right, I've hydrated. Big fan of Mel, personally. She's my favorite design. She's definitely one of my favorite designs. I would say my favorite design upgrades, like from season 1 to season 2. Mel might be my top in terms of the design change. She's one of my top, like, because the upgrades in season 2. Upgrades, people. It's Mel. It's, fucking, Vi. Definitely at least top 3. Mel and Vi both top 3. And I think I think Victor. I think those are my top 3. Is gonna be, yeah, Mel, Vi, and Victor are the best upgrades in season 2 in terms of visuals. Like when they get their little like their power up or whatever. Jace just looks like a caveman. No hate to him. He's very hot, but He didn't get a very impressive upgrade. I'm trying to think. Jinx didn't really get like a visual upgrade until the very, very end. Or not really an upgrade, but I should say like a change. Like she stayed pretty much the same, I guess, because that's kind of the point. Who else had like a major visual change?
Vander.
Well, you see,
I wasn't expecting to like Jinx's. I knew it was gonna happen because, like I said, I saw like a piece of merch with her and the really short hair, and I had like people were saying like, oh yeah, Jinx is gonna cut her hair, and I was like, oh damn it, like that's my favorite part of her design. I didn't want to believe it, and I saw that it happened, and I was really bummed out.
Yeah,
but I actually really did like it.
Yeah, I agree,
and I think her outfit is a lot cooler, and I definitely want to do an updated cosplay with her new outfit. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do her pants, because she's got little cutouts on her hips, but I'll figure it out.
Let's see, Jinx season 2.
I actually think Caitlyn looks a lot better.
Oh yeah, that's the other one. Caitlyn's is so subtle, but I liked it.
Specifically, her with the ponytail looks good.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could see those the upgraded pants for Jinx because I wanted to see.
They're high waisted, which is nice.
Yeah, so you don't have to have like your entire vagina.
I don't have to have my cooch out.
I was trying to see if I could see a model for them, but I don't think I did.
I didn't mind having the low-rise Jinx. I just felt very exposed to the elements.
Yeah, you looked fantastic in that, but I understand also, yeah, feeling incredibly exposed to the elements. But those like low-rise jeans, like it's a hell of a design.
The shirt was worse because I couldn't breathe.
No, but who needs to breathe when you look like that? I think it's unnecessary. Yeah, I think this could be done. It's so hard to find like a picture of her right now.
I would just like if we were to do like another convention, I would just do like, oh, one day I would do original and then one day I would do the updated, but I'd have to have like an entirely new cosplay because she just draws over all of her shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I could reuse the gloves. No, I can't. She draws on them.
No, you have to have a second cosplay. You've got to have a completely new outfit. I desperately want to cosplay Victor, like desperately, but I also like
what version?
Oh yes, no, specifically, like Commune Victor. I want to draw him like mid Commune with like the
blanket,
yeah, blanket turned robe. But I also like I'm currently doing that thing where I'm struggling with the cosplays don't have to match body types, but Victor is just such a twig, and he's twig and tall, and I am short and fat, and cosplay bodies don't have to fit actual bodies, but I'm not going to deny that there's certain characters that they look better when they fit it, and like Victor's is a hell of a choice to make when I'm not shaped anything like him, and he's got a lot of skin on display. Despite the fact that it wouldn't be skin, it would be a bodysuit, but whatever.
It would be body. Jinx looks gay and bi and angsty, or NB and angsty.
Jinx looks
embracing her NB side.
After the hair go bye-bye. That, first off, that sentence is a nightmare. But
I fear Jinx is not NB, but if you think she is, go off.
No, Alex, yes, me too. I like practically screamed when I figured out, because for a while when I was seeing the characters, I was just seeing the 3 marks on their forehead, and I was like, that is so pretty. And then one of the kids like had turned his face or whatever, and I saw the 3 and then the 2 on each side, and I just about shat my pants, because that is the coolest fucking visual design, is to have like all of their injuries healed with magic, and then these fucking magic fingerprints like seared into their flesh is the fucking coolest thing.
Yeah, I picked up on that one immediately, and I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't know why my brain didn't connect it when I just saw the 3. I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's like having their third eye open. And then I saw the ones on the side, and I was like, fingers! Like, I don't know why. Like, my brain, like, lost its mind. Anyways, I'm gonna open the screen so you guys can see what I'm working on drawing as well, because I haven't even done that yet. I haven't even started drawing. I'm just being excited. This is what I'm working on. I've got my reference up in the top left. So I'm gonna do. It's gonna be like a dual. It's a dual drawing. So I'm gonna have like Victor at the very, very beginning of all of this, where he like heals the first person, to his like end scene. Hello. That is definitely a name. Hello, sugar honey iced piss. Yeah, you've got me on camera saying that now.
Uh-huh.
And also yippee, because you said so. But hello. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome home. My name is Xander. We're drawing Gay Twink Robot Jesus today. Hope you're well. Hi, Xander. Hi, sugar honey iced piss. I'm gonna call you Piss for short. How do you feel about that? What are our thoughts on that? I'm gonna do, okay, first of all, let's make my background not blinding white so that I can work with this. Secondly, let's make my line art, I'm gonna make this red so that I can work off of everything else, because everything else is gonna be a nightmare.
I already can't draw.
Listen, I don't need to be able to draw. Who needs it really? Okay.
I can't do a pose.
Poses are unnecessary. Draw them as a concept.
I'm not gonna draw Mel Medarda as a concept.
Okay, and I think I was gonna do like my dry ink type line art for this. We'll see. I don't know what art stuff. My music stopped? I forgot my music is gonna stop because I'm on VC. It's fine. I love piss. Bro, so real. Victor Nation, how we feeling? Bro.
Victor Nation?
Victor Nation, how are we feeling? I'm so excited. I feel wonderful about that. Good. I wish to Bobed stick and I do not have the privilege. I'm sorry, Cade. Oh, I forgot to be here. Hi, Pio. Welcome in. Oh, and we're ratting. Everybody has rediscovered that they have access to rats once an hour. I will hydrate. Thank you. And they're ratting. All right. Well, I'm going to ignore them and draw. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I've overwhelmed myself. I guess I'm going to start with just trying to... I'm going to try to do the line art for the easier part of this. Really quickly, you guys just have to look at my face, because I don't want you seeing my photos. I have post-op pictures of my top surgery, and I don't need you guys eyeing me up.
Boobies.
No, you cannot see my boobies.
Every one of you donate $1, Xander will show boobies.
Yeah, if you donate $5, I'll flash you right now. I'll do it. Woo, 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 woo. Do it.
If you donate $10, I'll flash you.
Yeah, $10 and Emily will come in here and flash us. Another small thing I really liked design-wise was Hot Jace's hammer. Oh, yeah, Jace's hammer was an amazing redesign. And also, I'm obsessed with Jace getting his leg absolutely fucked by that hammer. I loved it. I've rewatched clips of that scene like over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, that makes sense for you.
It's first off, they have the impact frame is so good where you can actually see his tibia and his fibia fucking shattered. Insane. But also the fact that they're so subtle and yet so blunt with their like symbolism. Like they're like, oh, like all of the symbolism of like the things that he's done, like coming back to hurt him and whatever, but also just the bluntness of he gets thrown into this world where he gets thrown to the bottom of Zon, the bottom of the fucking pits, is disabled, and then has to physically crawl himself to the top of Piltover, starving and disabled with an injured leg, like fucking Victor had to do for his entire life. The parallels are laid out for us like fucking train tracks. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It's so easy. It's so easy, and yet it's so effective. Literally fucking losing my mind about it. Ugh. Not to mention the fact that he has to eat rats to survive. Yeah, like literally, like it was literally like, hey, live my life. Walk through this. Crawl through the desert for 1,000 years on your knees and prove it. And then also, please come kill me before I ruin myself. God, it's just this sketch of Victor do be looking awful. I need to get my shit together. I'm gonna need a different reference for Victor's face because this drawing of him, or this screen cap of him, is a truly abominable. Abominable
snowman.
This is abominable, Victor. Xander, are you left-handed or right-handed? I am right-handed. This probably I held up my hand as if this makes sense to you. This camera's flipped, so this looks like my left.
I am non-handed. I do not have hands.
Yeah, Emily actually puts the pencil in her vagina and then draws like that.
Yeah, I cooch it up.
I'm cooch-handed, actually. I put the baseball in my vagina and just like.
You didn't have to do the sound effects. That wasn't necessary.
Yeah, but like, didn't it add to the effect?
No.
I don't know what you mean. Oh God, this binder's fucking driving me nuts. Alex thinks it added to the fact. Thank Queens. I have just got the stupidest music playing in my ears. This is a song that actually does like wow, wow, like in the song. It's like, all right, where are we? Okay. Today's gonna be the test of if I know how to draw or not. Emily's disappointed. That's probably right. I did not want the visual in my head. Well, but did you try to type out the sound effect of whooping? Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Spoodle Canoodle, for the 100 bits for the title alone. Ah, well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my title, and thank you for the 100 bits. I will accept them in honor of the title of Gay Jesus. I tried to title it Twink Jesus, but Twitch thinks that that's a hate crime, so it wouldn't.
You are not allowed to have twinks.
I'm not. Twinks are a hate crime. Also, Spoodle Canoodle, I'm quite a fan of your name as well. As Oblivion has pointed out, Spoodle Canoodle's a hell of a name. Big fan. I did in fact try to type it out. Yeah. You said what?
What is going on?
Do we need either of those things? Yeah, maybe just by saying Jesus, it is implied that he's both twink and gay. I hope nobody takes that as an insult, because I mean it honestly. I'm fairly certain Jesus was gay. The bit sound equals...
You can't just be making statements like this.
The bit sound is not Xander hitting the baseball. The bit sound is me getting hit in the face by a coin. Hey, thank you, Spoodle Canoodle, for a follow. I love that you were willing to spend money on me before you were willing to follow me. That's an important commitment.
That's good to know.
That's good to know. Also, welcome home, since you're a follower now. Welcome home. My name is Xander, and it's good to have you here. We don't bite, usually, unless you want us to, in which case, ask nicely, and Alex probably will. He loves us all, so gay Jesus. But Jesus is a twink. Exactly. I'm glad we're all here. Was Jesus of Nazareth also a robot?
We're going to hell.
I hope so. Which, Alex, there's a few of us. Honestly, take your pick. You're right. I forgot how many of us there are. Alex says, Emily, I think that's been long past decided. I was gonna say, yeah, Emily, I don't think you stood much of a chance. I think we're all going.
I'm not going.
You don't think you're going?
No.
Your lesbian god demon whatever book isn't blasphemy of some sort?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you're right. Sorry. Drawing fingers is the bane of my existence. I gotta bonk, you know what I mean? Okay. God, for some reason, when I draw fingers, I draw the bends slightly wrong, and then the fingers end up looking like fat. Like, they look like their fingers are, like, bloated, because I curve them out instead of in. Like, when you know, like, the best example is, like, when you're first learning to draw people, or, like, you're first learning to draw arms, where you like you recognize. So like, okay, I'm doing that thing where I talk about the development of art really quickly. So when you first start learning to draw people, you draw your stick figures or whatever, and then eventually you start drawing like bodies, and then you're like, okay, and then they have like, you know, a chest area, and then they have arms, and you start drawing them like this. And then eventually you reach that part of your like brain development where you're like, oh, arms have curves, where there's like an upper arm bump and a lower arm bump. And then you like draw like a shoulder, and then your arms look like this. And then like there's the hand, and like this is what your arms look like for a little bit. Anybody else remember that like phase of your art? Obviously, like not actually remember it. You're usually like 8 at this point, maybe like 11. And like the absolute oldest if you're getting to this point. But like, where you start doing that with your art, I feel like I still do that with my fingers. Like, I feel like I draw fingers or whatever, and then like I'm like, oh yeah, and then there's like it. I don't know. I end up with sausage fingers. I've got the curse of the sausage fingers, man. I don't know. I need help. Everybody's fingers look bloated.
I don't know how to help you.
I don't know, man. Cause like I don't want to like I don't want to twinkify the fingers. You know what I mean?
Oh, I twinkify them.
Like I want them to look like a hand, but like, dear God, it's just so much to ask for nowadays.
I'm a big fan of twinkifying my fingers, so I can't really help you.
Yeah, I really like the way you draw hands. I'm just gonna steal it if you don't mind. I'm gonna take those.
Wait.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like rob you, but
Oh.
it did just happen. God, it was so quick. Sorry. Oh,
Well, now you have to recreate the way I do hands.
oh shit. Well, I need to pick. Hang on, I need to go find art of yours. Hang on, I can do this. I have to go find Emily art. I don't even know where the fuck to go for Emily art on my computer. Can I
never post any.
I can do this. Can I pull it up this way? So I have access to this on my computer? Sure do, bitch. Teehee. No, goddammit, that's your tattoo. No, wrong. Wrong. This one? There we are. Okay, now I need a reference that has hands in it. Nope. Nevea does not have hands.
He does.
No, Nevea does not have hands. This is why are these all cropped?
Because that's how I do the first image. They're not cropped in the second one.
Ah, I see. Okay. I'm looking at I just want like I don't know, just a regular hand. All right, we're working off of. We can do Val. Okay, Valeria, I'm gonna stare at your hands for a second. Okay, so you've got like the wrist over here and the wrist over here, obviously. And then you do like the little curve. You've got this like thumb situation. And like you've got your thumb does like a little bit of an out curve and then in. And then very gentle curve into knuckle, or what would be the knuckle. And thumb, like that. And then curve. Everything's very, very gentle curves here. Curve up into the fingy. And then you add those little extra lines right there to show that there's depth. Like that. Chano. And then you have like the little bit of that wrist bone.
The fact that you're doing this with absolutely zero guidelines is terrifying.
I don't know, man. I'm just doing what I gotta. I'll resize it if I need to. Which I already do need to, because this needs to get somewhere like there. Chano. And then you kind of like, you got this like this bone going on. Bone. And then you do the full curve when they've got knuckles.
I do.
You do the full, like, hey, there's a knuckle here curve. Add some dimension. And then curve like that. Like this. And all of your fingers are very gentle. They all come off of each other. Like they become like a what do you call those? Like a tangent line, I guess. Like all the fingers kind of come together at a point there. And then like that. And then like that. And then you kind of have a little bit extra lines because you got that little bit of detail going on, dear. And yeah, without any guidelines or anything, this is kind of the best I can do. Now, Valeria's obviously has extra detail because she has blood running down her hand, but there's an Emily hand, kind of, sort of. I'm real bad at proportions of hands, so sometimes they are incorrect. I'm not super good at them. But there you go. That looks kind of like an Emily hand. Not quite as clean, but something kind of like that. Or she's touching her chest. But anyways, I'm gonna get rid of that now. Hope everybody enjoyed. Posture check. Ugh, brother, my posture can't get any better. It hurts so much. I'm stuck in a binder that's got me pinned to my chair. Jesus looks very twinky. He does, doesn't he? Hello, Axel. Drawing hand sucks. Yeah, it's a process. I'm gonna go to hell and gonna be in the lava like a fucking hot tub. Wonderful. I've got really good at fingers recently. I have no idea how it scares me. Sometimes it just hits. I thought I had that recently and then it fell apart. Yes, I've gotten better at fingers over the years, but hands I still struggle with. Specifically, I am awful at figuring out the percentage of palm to finger. I don't know why. I've got like yaoi hand syndrome. Like where the fingers are just way too long. I never had that. I had two phases. Sonic arms and hoodies. The way to do it. Oh, Fang has declared an ad break. I don't know what my thing is on, but it should be. Yeah, the next time we don't have an ad coming up for quite a bit, so we'll be good. And I'll snooze the next one that comes through. You know, Fang, originally, the way ad break was coded, I think if you read it, the way I have it. Let me see. I wonder if it's still like that. Ad break. Yeah, so the original ad break, if you click on it, it reads force me to run a 3-minute ad. It's a forced ad rather than a ad break. Because I used to have very little ads on, like because I didn't like running ads, so I had like none. I only have ads on right now for an experiment, which I've talked to you guys about, but can always talk about more. But I think it's Sneak Snag or Philza or one of the streamers I used to watch had a redemption that you could do that would force them to run a 3-minute ad, because when they had like several 100,000 people, running a 3-minute ad like brought in a stupid amount of money. And so it was like a redemption thing of like, hey, well, we're willing to sit through ads really quickly because it'll bring you in a couple $100 just from running 3 minutes. Obviously, I don't make that kind of money from ads, but I'm running ads right now as an experiment to see if that's why Twitch has been hiding my channel. Because I've had some problems with that. Because Twitch has been a little mean. Anyways. This hand is not correct. Uh-oh, Chapel Roan's on. Chapel Roan came in my mom. I'm not gonna get over that.
It came in her.
Yeah, my Chapel Roan came in my mom, and now there's nothing I can do about it. I think this hand is too high. I think that's why it's bothering me. Chapel what? Yeah. Yeah. That was the welcome to stream, I guess. What the fuck? It was a misspelling I had done in was it Skadoodler's chat? It was one of the
Yeah.
It was one of the chats, but it was I sent a message because I was driving home with my mom and Chapel Roan came on. It was casual. Casual came on. And like we were just talking and then the chorus plays as it does. And in the chorus of casual they say in the passenger seat and you're eating me out, is it casual now? And it played once and she paused and went, what did she say? And I turned the music up and went, she'll say it again. And she sat and listened to it until the chorus came on again and she listened, she was like, she did say that. I thought that's what she said. And I was like, sure is. And she's like, that doesn't sound casual to me. And I was like, damn right. So anyways, my mom likes Chapel Roan. I'm still mad Spotify said Chapel Roan was my #1 artist. Yeah, I have no idea. I think obviously Spotify is a little different because if you play something on private, it doesn't count in your Spotify Wrapped, right? So
Yeah.
So like that definitely changes what people's Wrapped are for sure. I never go on private. Oh, well then I don't know. And you know what it ain't. Feminine Phenomenon is going off right now.
I've spent the last 20 minutes just trying to do a pose.
Uh-oh.
I never have this much trouble.
I sure do, but... What the fuck?
I have a really cool pose that I like, but I'm not using it because I'm pretty sure that's the pose I'm going to do for the Jinx fan art I'm doing, and I don't really want to do it twice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm trying to come up with something else, but everything sucks.
Just start posing in the mirror.
Unfortunately, I kind of want her to not be just standing on the floor, so...
Start levitating in the mirror.
Yeah, you know me, I'll figure it out.
Emily's great at levitation. There we go. Okay, Emily. What's your hottest Arcane take? Now I gotta know.
My hottest Arcane take?
Yeah, what's your hottest Arcane take?
I mean, I
we're
already
gonna start causing problems.
When we finished season 2 is that I don't like this universe's Jinx and Echo together.
Yeah.
I'm not a time bomb shipper.
Some people are definitely gonna say that's the hottest take for sure. I don't think it's that crazy of a take. I know people are really into it, but like I genuinely struggle to see them as anything other than
They're
platonic.
cute in the AU. I don't want to see art. I don't want to see time bomb art with current Jinx.
Yeah,
I don't want to see it.
In the AU, I think they're very cute. In the
I also have
actual
never
world,
shipped them ever.
Yeah.
I'm honestly kind of upset they made them canon, but at least it's in the AU.
Yeah, I don't mind that they're canon in the AU because the AU is such a different world that I can see it. It makes sense. But like in modern world, them being anything more than possibly platonic doesn't make sense in my head.
They Echo hated her guts, saw that she's not forever ruined because he thought that she was not the person he thought she was. And then them getting together, that doesn't make sense.
It just felt, yeah, I don't know. It felt, not only did it feel like not natural, like it felt kind of forced, it just felt like it feels unnecessary to both of their characters.
Yeah, I think Jinx having a romance arc worsens her character.
Yeah, I genuinely, I feel like it weakens it. Like, it just, like, since when...
They got together in an AU.
Yeah. They got...
Like, an alternative universe of, like, what Arcane could have been if this one thing changed.
There's a specific scene with time travel and parallel universes, and they go to a parallel universe where one thing is different, and therefore, like, everything's different to show, like, how things would have gone down. But, like... It's just everything's so different. So they're literally like, obviously they have like internally who they still are, but they're completely different people, like because they were raised completely differently. So it makes sense in that it shows that they make sense for them. But like, first of all, when during any of Arcane would Jinx have the time?
I want you to look at Jinx. I want you to look at this criminal war mind who's been groomed since she was like 10 to be a weapon.
And be like,
And you say, yeah, she fucks.
and not only that, I want you to look at her and say, yeah, she's got time to think about boys right
Yeah,
now.
she has crushes.
Yeah, she's got time to have a crush. No, bitch, she does not. She's busy being a symbol of war. What the fuck do you think
Jinx
she's
has
got
the
to do?
voices, and that's all she needs.
She's got the voices.
Also, another hot take with Jinx, because she's my favorite character. I'm sick and tired of people saying that Isha yelled "Mama" in the prison scene when Savika's taking her away. She doesn't yell that. Their relationship is sisterly,
It is
not maternal.
It is so sisterly.
Is like 19 max. She's not her mom.
And also, Isha doesn't speak.
Isha is distinctly mute.
Like, it's
same
not
thing
one of
that
those,
happens
like,
when-
oh, it's so cute or whatever, to have, like, sorry, this is a specific take on mutism, and I'll let you go off on Isha. But
no, you're good.
this is-
I agree with the mutism take.
The specific mutism take here is having a character suddenly overcome mutism because they're so in love with the character that they have to say a word isn't how disabilities work. I don't just love you so much that my
ARCANE,
legs
to this
work.
point, has had really good disability rep. They would not ruin it.
No, they would. That would be like Victor just loves Jace so much that he's all better now.
I
All
can
his
walk,
boo-boos are
Jace.
better.
You brought me to make my paralysis go
You
away.
fucked me in the ass hard enough that I learned how to walk. It's just not how disability representation works. Isha does not suddenly learn, and like I don't want the take of like Isha's just mute because like she feels like she has to be silenced. No, it is mutism representation. It's not.
Isha just doesn't talk, dog.
It's not a political take. Like it can be symbolism and representation for sure, but it's also like Victor's disability is symbolism and representation, but Victor isn't just disabled to make it symbolic, and then he's not disabled when it's convenient for the plot.
At the end of the day, I don't care if people view Isha's and Jinx's relationship as maternal. It's more people spreading the misinformation that Isha does like yell that. It's the same shit with when in episode 3 of season 1 when Powder says Violet, but it sounds like mom because of the way she says it. And people are like, "Oh my god, she calls Vi mom." No, she doesn't. If you look at the caption, she says Violet.
All of you bitches just have mommy issues. You
Yeah.
all just have mommy issues. Nobody is screaming mommy out here. It's just in your head.
That's just my take, is that I'm tired of people being like, "Yeah, Isha was like Jinx's daughter." No, she was like her little sister.
It was specifically a sibling, because Jinx even specifies, like, you're really lucky. I never got to do this stuff with my sister, clarifying that Isha is my sister.
I could see people saying Isha views like Jinx as a mom, but Jinx does not view Isha like a daughter.
Yeah, no, and I don't even think Isha views Jinx as a mom, because the things that they're doing together don't feel like mom stuff. It feels like your big older sibling that you look up to, that you want to be just like, that you want to dye your hair like. And not only do you want to dye your hair like them, they let you. Mom doesn't dye your hair fun colors because you want to be like her. That's older sibling bullshittery. Like, that's some shit that an older sister does. Like, it just, I don't know. I love
vandalizing buildings with mom.
Genuinely.
Yeah, there are 0 moms besides Mbessa.
And Caitlyn's mom.
She's toast, dog.
Okay, so 0 surviving moms.
I mean, if we're going off surviving moms, there are 0. No, that's wrong. Jace's mom's alive. Ximena is fine.
Jace, our unproblematic king.
Ximena is alive.
But Jace is not.
But Jace is not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's an...
And best of mom to Mel.
Yeah, mom to Mel. She ain't a mom no more. So, a mom, but like, not like, not mommy, but mom. A mother.
Anyways, most of my hot takes revolve around Jinx, obviously. My other hot take is that Vi did not get enough characterization, but that's another take.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you meant Jace's mom ain't a mom no more? Yeah, mom to who? A mom to your atomized child.
Mom to no one. Yeah, she's toast.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of like super... Oh, you know what? All right, this is really spoilers for everybody. If you don't want spoilers, it's time to leave. It's already too late, but it's a warning.
We already said that Jace dies.
Yeah, but I'm taking it all the way. The final scene. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about the the possibilities of
the
Jinx's final
the
outcome.
Jinx scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take it away, Queen.
Well, I mean, I told you kind of my thought process there
Yeah, but walk us
because
through it.
I watched Arcane season 2, all of it, with going into it knowing I was like, I knew Jinx was toast, but I didn't want her to be
Toast.
because she's my favorite character and because I've imprinted on this bitch.
Imprinted is such a way to say that.
I have imprinted on her, but
You're calling her mommy.
I
Sorry.
I watched her die, and I was like, man, that sucks. And then I was in an inconsolable set of sobbing for like an hour, very upset. And then I went to sleep, and then I woke back up, still upset.
And
And then
some more.
I sobbed some more, and then I was like, man, I'm confused about this one section. So I went on Reddit and I looked up. It was specifically the AU. I was confused on how Vi died. I don't know why I was stupid and couldn't figure out how she died in the alternate universe. Very self-explanatory. I was just dumb. Figured that out on Reddit, and then I saw someone talk about how they were unsatisfied with Jinx's ending. And I was like, you know what? I agree. I felt like Jinx's death felt unimportant. It didn't feel needed because why did she do why? Why did she have to die in that way? And then I saw some people pointing out evidence of the fact that she is probably alive. And I was like, no, this is just coping, surely. Because that's your reaction too, was you were like, is it denial or is it reasoning? But then I saw enough reasoning. I was like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, she's totally alive.
Yeah. So from my point of view, I watched Arcane with Emily just recently, and one of my first like initial thoughts at the very end of it, like when it was all said and done, was that for all of the really, really good, really, really complex writing that they did in Arcane, Jinx's ending felt not only like rushed, but like entirely unnecessary. It was one of those shitty plot points where it's like the fighting's already done, and then suddenly one person we thought was dead is suddenly not dead again, and then suddenly Jinx has to sacrifice herself. Like, they had already won the fight, and yet she got offed at the end. It's one of my least favorite tropes, and it happens in poorly written stories where it's just like they just wanted an emotional impact, and Arcane had so many deaths and so many emotional impacts that they didn't need hers. So and why?
I get why I get even if she is confirmed dead, which POS she's dead. She's confirmed. She's not confirmed or dead or alive.
Yeah,
they leave it purposely open ended. They give reason to think that she is, and they also give a lot of reason to think that she isn't. And it's kind of up to the person to interpret your own ending. I think most people, when they first watched, assumed that she was dead until looking back. That's what I assumed as well.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of what it's supposed to be, is that you assume she's dead, and then when you start looking back. Yeah, Schrodinger's teenage girl is a good way to put it. Yeah, and Brees also saying Arcane doesn't do shit by accident. And
they had to animate all of they animated the individual frames of Caitlyn looking at the ducks, of the pink shimmer line leaving the bomb explosion. Like they animate everything. Yeah, they purposely paralleled the first and last scene with Powder and Jinx to be identical. Like it's intentional. But
everything Arcane does is intentional. Yeah.
I personally think that she is alive, but even if she ended up dead, I wasn't upset with her dying, because I get that it's hard to wrap up a character like Jinx without killing her, or at least getting her out of the picture, because she can't just like heal and be happy, unfortunately, not with Vi.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole doomed like dynamic of them. That's like part of the point of it.
So yeah, I get why they offed her. I guess I just wish that if she was confirmed dead, they offed her in a better way. But I like that they left her ending very open-ended, and almost like she chose to die meaninglessly to escape, like, by constantly trying to look out for her.
Yeah, and that, I guess that's the part that makes more sense to me, is that Jinx is smart, and she's been wanting to die for a while.
Yeah, it was a decision.
I don't think at any point I think personally for me that's like the moment where Jinx realizes she doesn't want to die, she wants to escape. She wants out.
Yes, she wants to break the cycle.
Yeah. So having it be this way of her saying like if she went in a way that Vi would have known she was just running, Vi would have left everything behind to come and fight for her. Like, so she's not only like getting her out like she wants, but she's saving her sister the years of trying to run and save and find her.
Exactly. That's the thing, is she knows that Vi is going to constantly go through everything to look for her. So if she can just fake her death,
Yeah.
they can both be happy.
Yeah, it's Jinx's way of saying, like, I free you from this. I think that's what her smile at the end is, isn't like, because I know that they try to fuck around with you with the whole, like, they're playing the music and they're like, maybe Death is like falling asleep, and she smiles and you're like, oh, she's giving into death.
The song is for Vi at the end.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing, is like, the smile is for Vi. That smile is, you get to be free. I'm letting you free, not by killing myself, but by fucking offing. Like, I'm gone. Like, that was her goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it. Also, I was honestly, as like, I know Jinx is all like hyped on Shimmer, and I know she's built the way she's built, but like, it was really cool watching her fight in season 2 and watching the way that they leaned into her Shimmer fighting, like that she like almost
she's batshit crazy. Yeah, she's crazy.
It really is
so very
cool.
fast. And I think a lot of people who play League, I don't fucking play League, but a lot of people say that it kind of mimics her ult with like her just like tweaking.
Yeah. Like, I think it really is it's a cool visual for her.
I've always I'm constantly battling between big, strong fighter characters and the blitzy kind of roguish types, and I tend to lean very blitzy roguish type. I like the aesthetics of the big, strong, especially women. Yeah. I mean, look at Tara. Vi and Tara are the same character, but
Xander on his Victor arc. Xander's gonna become God in episode 3. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's actually where Victor. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
And Olive becomes Mel. No, I'm kidding.
Olive becomes Mel, Xander becomes Victor, and Tara becomes Vi, and that's how the lore ends.
Yeah,
sorry,
perfect.
Guys.
Like, I like the aesthetic of it, but I've always loved the quick, like, you can't catch them.
Yeah.
You can't hit them if you can't catch them type beats.
Yeah, it's oh god, sorry, my fucking scars hurt.
The only thing is, I wish we would have seen Jinx fight with her short hair, because that long hair was holding her back.
Dead ass. Yeah.
He kept getting grabbed.
Stop grabbing this bitch by the fucking ponytails. Swear to God.
She was blitzing.
She was blitzing, but she was getting yanked around by these fuckers.
She was doing great against Mbessa's side bitch. I forget his name. He's gone.
Yeah, he's dead.
Rictus.
He doesn't matter.
Rictus. She was doing great against him, then he grabbed her hair disrespectfully.
Disrespectful ass fighting techniques. Notice, like that's like the whole, like, the thing that holds her back in fighting is like the whole, like, hair holds memories things. Like, it's her past holding her back.
Yeah.
So good. Also,
anyways, what are your hot takes? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, this was just another scene that I had just thought of like, I love how feral everybody is, and this is not an original take. This is something that that I've seen people talking about and have been so excited about, was the Victor cornering Jace in the like the office thingy, like the round table room, when Victor is in like robot form, and like the first time I saw that scene, obviously it took me back, and I was like, whoa, like this is like a completely different Victor than we're used to. Is like he's suddenly in like this robot body, and so he can move however he wants. Like he can kind of confidently strut into a room or whatever, and like take control of Jace in what felt like a violently homosexual way directly.
No,
in
yeah,
front
they
of
were
Mel.
Flirting the entire time.
They were practically fucking on the round
like,
table.
I'm gonna choke this dude. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have to choke him.
He didn't have to bend his head backwards and lean over him like that. Like, it was so visceral. And then right after, when his body gets like beaten up or whatever, like Jace like has beaten him, and Victor in like the spiritual world is like all curled up on himself. And I saw somebody pointing out the fact that like Victor finally can, like, with the body that he has given himself, the robot body, can act the way that he wants to, the way that he has, like, now that he views himself as perfect and flawless, he can walk into a room confidently. He can be dominating with his presence. He can be straightforward with like the things that he wants. Like, and being able to act that way to Jace is like such a power move for him. And like he gets shut down by Jace in that moment. But it's also at the very end with the whole like you know, your imperfections are what made you the person that I loved kind of things. Like it's the realization that he never needed that for Jace. Jace always saw him as an equivalent. Jace always
Yeah.
saw him as equal. And so like when Victor finally sees himself as an equal and can act the way he wants to, it's that realization of like, you could have always acted that way with Jace because he always saw you that way. Like,
Yeah.
and I like threw up.
He also, Victor approaches Jace for the first time with the robot, the white robot that looks like Mel in terms of the body type and the coloring.
Yeah.
And Jace doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give
and
a
then
fuck.
And then he approaches him with a more Victor-esque model body.
Yeah.
Which actually makes Jace see him.
Yeah, and seeing the things that people have been talking about of like Jace falling in love with both forms of magic is so cool.
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute.
Like man-made magic and natural magic and just all
And
of
natural.
it. But yeah, and Reese, yes, please feel free to send me any edit. It's possible I may have already seen it.
Yeah, Reese
was
doing great when I was at their house.
But
just
like
watching Arcane edits.
I have spent the past 2 days like eating Arcane edits. It's my entire TikTok. Like, and there I've not only so I haven't had a hyperfixation like this in a minute. Like this since like during SMP, to the point that it has taken my phone lock screen, hang on, try to show it. Phone lock screen, my phone home screen, my tablet home screen. Like it's my Discord profile picture. I'm making fan art of it. I have a playlist on Spotify. I have a Pinterest board on Pinterest. Like
an Arcane playlist is crazy when they have a soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm okay. So let me clear up. I've made specifically a JVic playlist. I've made an Arcane.
God damn it!
I made an Arcane Pinterest.
All Xander needs to like media is an unconfirmed homoerotic ship.
Correct. Where one of them is God.
Where one of them transforms into a deity and the other one doesn't, and they both evaporate into thin air.
All you ask for in media is one well-written woman, and all I ask for in media is one
all I want is a woman,
and all I want is one non-confirmed homoerotic relationship. Is that so much to ask for? You sent it to me? Okay, let me go see what this is. God, my freaking...
The fighters of Zon to play fair, I wasn't asking for. I was acting Rictus, the trained war general, to fight fair. But no, he's hair pulling. That's what I mean. I don't care how Jinx or Vi fights. I care about how Rictus fights.
I'll wait for it to go through. TMI, but my nipples really hurt today. They're really sore.
I'm sorry to share that with you.
The scabs, you're sorry to share it with me. You can share it with me.
Hear that from me. Sorry, I was reading a chat.
No, the scabs have come off today, so they're so tender.
I will hold them. Bang feels like Vander coming back was unnecessary.
Really?
That was Fang's take.
You felt like Vander coming back was unnecessary?
Yes, that's what they said.
That feels crazy to me because Vander comes back as Warwick, and like,
yes,
there's so much there in terms of like the thing that they need to bring the family together is like what in the world else is there to like to what other common ground did Jinx and Vi have that could be a strong enough reason to bring both of them together? Like, when everything has happened, not only both of them together, but also be something that's important enough that when Vi turns to Caitlyn and is like, I need your help for this, it's important and serious enough that even Caitlyn's like, yeah, all right, I'm in. Like, it needed to be something that was, like, world-ending as this opportunity to have him back. Plus, it ties Victor into all of their stories. Like, it just felt like he's such a good standpoint at the center of all of it. Like, what other reason would Jinx and Vi ever have been to come down to Victor's commune? What reason would Caitlyn have been to ever be in a plot that involved Jinx? Like, it just, like, I don't know. It felt like it had enough ties and enough touches to drag everybody together. Plus, come on, we got to see the flashbacks. Fuck me. Yeah, we get him, but then he's just gone. Well, yeah, that's the point, is to bring them together by bringing him there, and then tear them apart by ripping him away again, and see, like, can you survive afterwards? I'm quite sad they retconned a lot of stuff in old League lore. Yeah, the company itself, yeah, is getting rid of the original lore. I hope they don't continue to retcon stuff to adjust for more shows, because from what I could hear and see, they stopped taking any type of main lore. Yeah, I definitely hear that like a lot of old style League fans are probably gonna be really upset with this, but I also understand them wanting to be like, hey, we want to improve League, but at this point all of this lore is already out, but the lore is not well written. So they're trying to use this as like a way to be like, hey, hang on, like let us give you something better. We love our fans, let me try something new. But for people attached to the original stuff, I understand like the anger that I would have burning in my soul.
Yeah. To my knowledge, I originally thought that Arcane and League were going to be completely separate, but I'm kind of piecing that they're using Arcane to almost kind of build upon current League lore, and they're probably going to keep some aspects separate. I mean, obviously in League, like all of the main champions are still alive, but they're kind of using Arcane as a different form of backstory for them. And I know that like a lot of League fans were mad that they completely did Victor's like actual skin.
Yeah, that's where I feel like they might be overstepping, is like making Arcane the only true source and rewriting what League has and redesigning what League is to fit their more popular media now.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but also like I'm glad it's like brought like Riot Games back to life and League back to life, and it's kind of like pumped some new blood into the veins. But like, I definitely, especially if you were an old League fan, I also can hear like being mad at like this like influx of new people who have no interest in all of the old
that
lore.
don't even like your game.
Yeah, people who are like, I love Arcane so much, but I'm embarrassed to like something that has to do with League. It's like, okay, well, you can't have one without the other. We're all cringe here. Like, get used to it. Just because Arcane became essentially mainstream with how big it got. Like, not quite, but very close to it. Like, it doesn't give you the right to shit on, like, the cringy past of which it came from. We are all cringe in the end.
As an Arcane fan who's never played League, I'm not embarrassed of it being a League story.
Yeah.
I've never shit on League. I'll never play the game because I'm not that kind of like, I don't play those kind of games.
Not my style.
But I think it's a cool game, and I think the fan base definitely is an issue. I know even when I did my one Jinx cosplay, I definitely did get a couple very creepy League fans that were talking to me, which didn't really help the reputation. But I don't blame the entire game of League for those few creeps.
Every
so,
fandom's got them.
Yeah.
Some just have more of them.
Yes. I am a fan of Arcane and not necessarily League of Legends, but I also know that League of Legends and Arcane are the same media. So
yeah, I will respect my source media regardless of what it is. I I have like literally the same standpoint as you. I'm not gonna play a League specifically because it's not my style of game, and I don't think I would have fun with it. But I don't have any disrespect towards it. Like,
no,
it is, if you love League and hate Arcane, I get it. Like, if I was an old League fan and then Arcane came along, I would probably really hate a lot of Arcane watchers because of the way that they treat League. Like, we are your standpoint. We are your base. You guys suck.
Absolutely.
What are you saying? The old League styles of dying art and Arcane has done so much for, yeah, that I saw. I think they should give skins, but not make old designs irrelevant. Have you seen the Arcane Jinx skin? It's $250 and in a gacha system. That's awful. Yeah, Disney hasn't produced anything great in a while. Well, Disney just put out Moana 2, and apparently it's an absolute fucking smasher. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah, Disney's definitely been struggling recently. They still have put out some consistent good things, but they're not putting out as many bangers as they used to. Riot Games outshining them is that's a hard take. I don't know if they've been outshined.
I don't think
Games.
Riot, with their one really good series, has outshined the entire multi-generational company of Disney.
Yeah, but Reese, I have heard both sides of it. I've heard that I personally have heard that Moana 2 wasn't good. Specifically, the music was bad because Lin didn't write it. And apparently whoever they got to write it, like, was awful with lyricism. Like, the music itself wasn't bad, but the lyricism was awful from what I heard. But I've also had a couple of people go see it and say, like, it was really, really good. And they really
Yeah,
enjoy
I
it.
heard online people being like, "Oh, it was so bad," and then like after like the first like week of it being out, people are like, "Oh, actually, this movie was like really, really good."
Yeah. So I haven't seen it yet, so I don't have any like formed opinions on it. Oh, I didn't want to undo my paint stroke. There we go. Sorry, I was focused on a line. I'm still having trouble getting. Okay. God, drawing this fucker is gonna drive me insane. Okay, we're getting through it though. They still control Marvel and Star Wars, yeah. Yeah, yes, and Disney also put out Deadpool and Wolverine, which was not only incredibly successful, but like just from my own perspective, I finally got to see Deadpool and Wolverine. A fucking amazing movie. Like, not even just like a like, oh haha, silly funny, like we love Deadpool and make funny haha Wolverine sexy man jokes. It was such a good movie. Like, and I really expected not to like Wolverine and Deadpool when it first came out because I was a huge Wolverine nerd back in the day. And I sobbed at Logan. Like when at the end of Logan they kill off Wolverine. And I like sobbed about it, and I made posts online where I was like, I know this is the death of my childhood, and like I know that they're preparing the next generation of superheroes, but like I'm not ready to let go of my generation yet. Like they can't be taking these away from us. Like I was so devastated, and I was like, there's no way they can write Deadpool and Wolverine and do this in a way that's respectful to Logan. And you know what? They knew that too, and they did it. They did it in the most disrespectful way possible. Like they leaned so hard into it that they had Deadpool show up at Logan's grave, dig his ass up, and use his bones to beat up other people. They went as disrespectful as possible, and it worked. Like, because it didn't feel like they were trying to hide behind, like, trying to make it respectful in a way that they're like, well, maybe some people will think, or maybe it's okay if, or maybe we lean away from. Like, no, they dropped their pants and fucked the whole system, and it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, if you try to toe the line, you'll never succeed. They didn't toe the line. They bought a bulldozer and drove right over it. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal movie. Still on the topic of the Jinx skin, it's really fucking shit for the price. It's supposed to have
Still talking about the Jinx skin.
It's supposed to have different forms, but most of it is just a color change or a hair change. But from what I played with, there's no noticeable difference in animation for the different forms. I didn't spend any money for the skin. I play in the PvE server. I see. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think $250 for a design in any game ever. Actually, let me rephrase that. $250 for anything in any video game or for any video game is obnoxious. I wouldn't pay $250 for the best video game in the past decade, let alone a single skin for a single video game. There's no reason. And the people who do pay that, I have concerns for you. Stares at The Sims angrily. I'm with you on that one.
I might have to start pulling up the actual episode because there's not a single good reference image
No, Dada.
of this bitch.
The show is too
Not
soon.
they're all so blurry.
The show is too early. There's been too much fucking.
Not a single ref. I also think I'm gonna combine her outfits because I don't want to just do a black bodysuit.
No, I hear you. Do whatever you want. Hey Xander, do you want to call you Cerberus? Oh, nah, I'm torn. So I'm Cerberus on Discord right now, just because I really like the name as like an online screen name. But I don't think I want Cerberus to be my IRL life name. I don't think. I really like the name, but I think in my real life, I don't think Cerberus is going to be the one for me. But I will probably keep it as a screen name for sometimes, because I don't know, I really like it as an online name. Um, I think I know what I want my actual real name to be.
Are you gonna drop that?
I don't know. Maybe. I'll stick with Constantine. No, wait, Reese, that can't be the answer.
Constantine goes crazy.
Yeah, hey, nice to meet you. I'm almost Constantine.
I'm almost Constantine.
Almost.
My name is Brutus.
Brutus. I would like to clarify, whatever I decide my legal name to be, whatever I end up putting down on the legal paperwork, you guys always can and always will be allowed to call me Xander, because that's going to be a part of my name. It's just going to be in my middle name. Like, my middle name is going to have the name Xander in it. So if you want to call me Xander forever, you can. If you want to call me Cerberus, you can. Like, don't call me Guinevere. I would say, of the names that you're permitted to call me, if you want to refer to me as Xander, if you want to refer to me as Cerberus, and if you want to refer to me as Elliot, all of those are names that I will answer to. As for what I'm going to stick with long term, that's to be TBD. But I told my mom that I might be going with the name Elliot. And that's the first time I've said it to like a real life person. And she didn't
seem that upset about it.
She didn't seem like disgusted by
Heartbroken.
it. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, yeah, that's a nice name." I was like, "Oh."
I think if you said your name was Cerberus, she probably would have had different opinions.
I think she would have threatened me. Serb is a nice nickname. Actually, Serb is a cute nickname. I like Serby because I think it's cute.
Hey, Serb.
But I like Serby, but Serb is too cute, too close to Ferb, and Serby is too close to.
Serb sounds like Herb Kazaz from show BoJack Horseman.
And Serby sounds too much like Kirby.
Kirby.
Like, but I actually I like that name. That, like, Kirby is a cute nickname, but also that's Reese. Yeah, I can't end up with a nickname that's anything similar to any of the things that my friends like, because then I feel like I'm stealing from my friends. Like, it's just, I can't do it.
I can't believe Xander's stealing names. That's crazy.
When I first asked if I could go by Alex, I had to ask my friend Alexis if I was allowed to, because I thought it was too similar to her name. Like, I'm
people recommending Cypress in your name recommendations. I was like, okay, I feel like I'm not allowed to get mad at this, but
I'm actually yeah, sorry. I'm gonna go by Cypress.
I mean, if you want,
I'm taking your OC's names now.
Oh no.
Me when I want to go by Reese and there's a Reese in the servers, I felt like shit. Yeah, that's why, like, I don't want to do that to people, but like also, like, there's only so many names in the universe, and the chances of you running into somebody else with your name is so likely. It's so common.
Oh my god, a clear reference image of Mel. Wow, that's crazy. Sorry, I'm listening.
No, you're good. But like, yeah, there's like 6 Alexes in the Discord. Like it's just like, it's one of those things that, like, names are name, and like I had somebody on my TikTok message me and was like, "Hey, I've been thinking about names or whatever, and I really like your name, and I was wondering if you're comfortable if I also went by the name Xander." And I was like, "Brother, do you know how many hundreds of thousands of Xanders there are? You do not need to ask permission."
Sorry, I really want this for myself.
Yeah,
only.
sorry, this is for me. Like, if you have a super original name that is like a family name or a whatever, I get it. Xander is not one of those. Alex is not one of those. Like, I don't know. I've never seen another PO in any other form of media I have ingested. I've also never met another PO.
Probably because PO is like isn't it like a Hmong name? Like, Hmong is very uncommon.
Hmong was actually fairly common where I grew up.
It's not like a super well known, like it's not like it's Chinese. Like, it's not.
Yeah, it's a smaller.
It's not Kai.
Smaller population.
Not Japanese,
yeah.
Like.
Yeah, if you want to name yourself John, you have to get permission from every single John.
The community of Johns.
Hello to the
y'all
court of
Johns.
The
y'all good?
The council of Johns.
Jean Valjean.
I have a very unique name. It's been mispronounced a lot that it honestly makes it cringe. It's also straight up feminine, so yeah, I don't want it. That's another thing. I liked the name Alexander, but Alex is a non-binary name, and if people are unsure about my gender, my name does not help them. If they look at me and they're like, oh, fuck, what pronouns does it use? And I hold out my hand. I'm like, hi, I'm Alex. They're like, fuck, that doesn't help. Like,
That is unhelpful.
it is so unhelpful. And they're not going to default to it. They're going to pick one. So it's definitely not helpful. And also having to be like, it's Alex with a CZ. It's Alex with a CZ. ALXCZANDER. I picked a stupid spelling because I wanted Z for Xander. So it drives me a little bit crazy, but it's whatever. So I need a name for my first name that can just be like, hello, this is my name. It's not spelt insane. It's not impossible. It's just, I'm making my life easy here. Mine is of an awful person who I used to look up to. Other than that, I like Wilbur as a name. I'm going to fix the associations, though. I can understand why people don't like my new name. But, like, yes, Wilbur Soot, sure, is a shitty person. But there are plenty of good Wilburs out in the world. Like, and you know what? You can be one of them. Be the Wilbur you want to see in the world. Introducing myself to the class is Constantinople, not Istanbul. Perfect. We're prepared for you. Like, welcome to the chat, Calliope. Like, we're just gonna start getting out there with the names. I jumped off into your arms, but I can't trust the fall. I love drawing myself guidelines and then not listening to them because they look bad. Like,
Brother.
I like that on the given name front, honestly. Yeah, sometimes you just get lucky. Hi class, I'm pronounced Trevor. Perfect. Good memories and bad realities can also exist simultaneously. And you can find memories of a bad person that doesn't make you awful or supportive of bad things. For so real. Yes. Good Oblivion, go put that in chat. Go put that in the quotes chat for yourself. Good memories and bad realities can exist simultaneously. I don't know where you pulled that out of, but you are permitted to have fond memories of something that turned out bad. That's okay. Like, that bad results don't mean that the good things went away. They still existed. Like, my ass, sir. Perfect. Keep going, sir. What's the word I'm looking for? I was gonna say no, not sergeant. What's the word?
Chef?
No, I was gonna like
Lieutenant?
yeah, lieutenant. Carry on, lieutenant. Like, continue to pull things out of your ass, lieutenant. I defected to sir because I couldn't think of a word. Because I was like, I can't say general. I'm the general. I guess. There's another word I'm thinking of. Maybe it's just soldier. I don't know. Sorry, wait. Did you want that in the quotes
channel? I had
channel?
in my mind, but I'm simply tired of sketching. Yes, we have a quotes channel.
Yeah, Oblivion, put it in the quotes channel. Put it in silly monkey noises, even though it's a good private. Private is the word I wanted. Thanks, Reese. I know it's not a haha funny quote, but it needs to go in there anyways. Once you say it out.
I had a very distinct image in my mind for how I wanted this to look, and this isn't it.
Oh.
But I've been sketching for an hour and 16 minutes, and I'm simply just going to call this good.
I've been doing line art for an hour and a half, and I haven't finished anything.
I'm done with the first sketch.
Uh-oh.
I did the pose.
Did I just...
And the composition.
Chat, are we live?
We are live.
That's so weird. My Twitch just ate its own ass. Should we go to war? I need to know what stripes to iron on. I need a rank list of every mod to know where we stand militarily. That's a good question. I guess
I don't like this question because I know I'm gonna get ranked low.
Why would you get ranked low?
Because I'm bad at fighting.
We're of all the mods, we need to know where we are in a mod list standpoint. I would argue of everything that goes on in the channel, you're probably my second in command. Like, whatever the fuck that makes you in the military standpoint, if I'm the head of everything, you would be second in command. But then like I don't know how to like, I don't know how to best, I don't know the rules of the military. I don't know who gets what standpoint. I also don't know how many stripes people get. Yeah, we're not talking physicality. I'm talking like in terms of the team. Like so if I'm the leader, Emily's the second in command. I would say Reese is the big guns, whatever that means. Reese is the big guns. You gotta do. We're getting raided. You know what I mean? Thank you, Poison, for the raid. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, who would beat each other in a fight? That's a different question. If I put all of my mods in a circle and made them fight to the death, who would win? I see you had a fun stream. Or from wherever that this is from. Are you just downing a pixie stick? Is that a pixie stick? I haven't had a pixie stick since I was like 15. I probably haven't had a pixie stick in like an unreasonable amount of time. I've had a baby bottle pop though.
Oh yeah, that powder's gone.
Wonderful. You know what other powder is gone? Powder.
I knew the joke. You didn't have to finish it.
Oh. But what if I wanted to?
What if?
What if? Okay, so that's what a hand looks like.
Oh yeah, also for Raiders, ARCANE spoilers.
Oh, whoops. Hey, here's my face. Hey guys, ARCANE spoilers. If you don't want those, you should probably leave. It might already be too late. Yeah, so I'm the captain. So Emily's the major. Whatever that means. Reese is gonna be the if I'm the person who's like giving all the directions, Reese gets to like lead the military. Like Reese is the one like who goes like the drill. Reese plays like drill sergeant. That's that one. I'd say Tyrio is like our communications major. Tyrio is the one who like communicates.
In the army.
I don't know what the communication in the army is, but she's the one who goes and has to do the communications and stuff. I'm trying to think of like what the best term for what Ollie does is, because she's like direct support to me behind the scenes, but doesn't interact with the soldiers. Like she's my she's like a personal entourage. I don't know what the proper phrase for that is. Wait, what's going on? I was writing. Tyrio, we're trying to designate everybody's military status to each other. Yeah, Ollie's my personal advisor. There you go. Yeah, ask Reese. Reese is figuring out what the different stripes are for everybody. Reese can give you an updated assessment of where we're at. Trying to draw Victor in his skinny fucking legs. Like, go off, skinny legend, but also, where are your bones? Can I be a soldier's? You can be one of them. You can be a soldier.
You can arc be every soldier.
You know, yeah, you can be all of them. Can I be trusted with the nukes and missiles? P.O., there's not a person in this world I would trust with less.
P.O., no.
I've got my ranks ready,
No,
here,
you
sir.
can't.
I've got all the patches I got from my sergeant before I graduated. Give me a rank, I'll describe it. I don't need you to describe it. I'm describing it, and you're deciding what the ranks are. So Tyrio, I'm in charge. Okay. So Reese has been trying to figure these out with me. So I'm in charge, and then Emily's my second in command, and then Tyrio, you're the communications major, whatever that means.
No, that was I thought that was Ollie.
No, Ollie's my personal advisor.
Right.
Tyrion's
Okay.
the communications major. Reese is the drill sergeant who keeps all of the soldiers in line. I'm trying to think. Oblivion's the guard dog.
Can you stop saying Oblivion is a dog?
Listen, Oblivion likes being the guard dog. In every scenario, it breaks back down to Oblivion is the guard dog.
You just said that they're the most trusted trust.
I am the most trusted trust, for sure. I like it. I am dog. There's a lot of charges that can be, and everything depends on if you have people above me. No, there's no one above me. I'm in charge. I'm at the very, very top. However high up it goes, that's me.
This power trip is going crazy.
I'm God. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, in our
president. No, so Reese said that Xander's captain, Emily's major, Tyrio's a sergeant, Ollie's a handmaid. No, hang on.
A handmaid is crazy.
Handmaid goes,
always the nurse.
Ollie's the nurse. No, she's like the personal advisor, and Ollie's a dog.
Wait, well, I thought Reese was the sergeant.
Wait. No, isn't Reese Reese is like a general.
Reese is a general. Reese was like a lieutenant or a general.
I think Reese is some
whatever
kind of
one's
general.
higher.
Yeah, Oblivion's a dog with a bomb strapped to it.
Reese is a general. Okay.
Yeah, Reese is the general. No, Oblivion's just a dog with a bomb. I want something other than dog.
What
okay.
Is wicked?
Yeah, so that would be like what? Like you can be like a lieutenant.
Lieutenant
what is
dog? Wicked?
Wicked.
Obviously, the entire canine unit. Wicked is.
Wait. Oh yeah, Oblivion can be like the lieutenant of the canine, whatever, the canine unit. That's perfect.
Yeah, I was reading out off Reese.
Yeah, I see that. Reese is the canine unit. No, Oblivion's
I'm not gonna take credit for that joke. What is wicked?
Dogs. Yeah, Oblivion will be first lieutenant of K9 unit. I'm making ranks up now. Reese, you gotta make up the stripe patterns for these. Can I get fan art of the mod team as an actual military? Like, that, I want this. Y'all can get your fucking genuine... Next time we meet up, I'm bringing my JROTC rank patches. You're gonna get your actual genuine patches. Hey, Tyrio, you want to see a thing I have? I don't know if I showed you this when you were here. I probably should have if I didn't, but I'm gonna show you something real quick. I have this thingy that I have. Hang on. Hang on, I have to find it. There it is. So, I'm not totally sure what it is. It says United States of America on it. Hang on, I have to put my headphones in so I can hear Emily again. But I have this. I'm not totally sure what this is. But it does say United States of America on the back of it. So, yeah. Whatever this is, it's something. And it was given to me in high school by a boy who liked me. But I think it's some kind of military, like, badge or something, or medal. It's a medal of some sort. It's some kind of rank medal or something, like a winning something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is, but it's old. But yeah, here's a closer image of it if you need to Google it. There you go. I have no idea what it is. It's got like a Jewish Star of Stars in the center of it. Like a Star of David kind of thing. But whatever it is, I own it. Legion of Merit? What is a Legion of Merit? I'm gonna Google this. Legion of Merit. Oh yeah, there it is. Whoa, that was quick. The Legion of Merit is a United States military decoration that recognizes outstanding service, loyalty, and fidelity in combat or non-combat situations, awarded to U.S. military personnel and foreign citizens who have distinguished themselves through exceptional combat. Man, I probably shouldn't own this, but I do. Oh, and I'm blurry. Hey, camera.
That's the government knowing that you have the forbidden badge.
There we go. I'm back. So I have that. Is a Legion of Merit a big deal? The U.S. military decoration that has distinct ranks. The first U.S. medal to be awarded to citizens of other nations. It's awarded for outstanding service. I don't know. How hard is it to get?
I have an actual I think it's Army or Navy jacket from Vietnam from my grandfather that my dad was going to get hemmed because if I wear it, that is very illegal.
Yeah.
Because it actively has all of his badges on it.
Yeah,
And
not
he's like,
allowed.
"Yeah, you should take this because it fits you." And I was like, "I don't know if I want to wear my dead grandfather's Vietnam jacket, but thanks."
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but thank you.
I don't really want stolen valor for my grandfather who's dead.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life over here. There we go. Wait, that illegal shit. So not all of it's illegal. It's illegal to wear anything that says that you are a military veteran when you're not. Because that's called stolen valor. That's, hey, fun Dream SMP fun fact. Stolen valor is the reason that Connor Eats Pants was in the Dream prison. The Pandora's Vault. It was said that he went through like a KFC drive-through and tried to get a veteran's discount. Not in real life, in the Dream SMP. And that's why
Did he get it though?
I don't know, but he did go to prison for it.
I hope the KFC meal was worth it.
I hope it was worth it. I'm trying too hard with this line art right now. This is taking me forever. And it's so small.
Well, you're only through one character, so you're really gonna have to pick up the pace.
I'm not through any character. I'm not even done. I haven't even drawn his face.
L.
Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing over here. The thing is, I don't know what style I'm going for with this, so I don't even know if I want all of this line art.
Bruce forgot to show me their warship bolt.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The bolt of my warship. I actually would love to see that. That's cool.
I already got shown so many bullet casings.
I have bullet casings up on my shelf from my friend.
And shells, and just actual bullets.
Yeah.
Guess I'll have to come over again. That's crazy.
Damn, a shame. The only medals I have are the ones from my JROTC class. I got the Superior Junior Cadet Award, Daughters of the 1812, and the Daughters of the American Revolution. The fact that you're a daughter of the American Revolution, technically they called me a good girl from what they gifted me. In all ways by the American military government, you are a good girl. Xander, I don't think you understand. Cardboard boxes full of shells. I know. I'm saying I have a couple up on my shelves from my friend whose family were hunters, and she had cardboard boxes full and full and full of them. Yeah. I'm guessing Kate's basement was very similar to what your basement looks like. It's giant safes full of guns and shelves upon shelves and scattered boxes throughout the house of every type of hunting ammo you could possibly imagine. Like, it was probably very similar, and I was also very uncomfortable in her house, not because of the guns, but because of her parents. Didn't mind the guns, did mind the parents. Trying to draw a straight line will be the thing that puts me down like a fucking dog. Okay. I don't understand what I don't know what my plan is for this art piece. I don't know if I'm gonna like... I guess I'm gonna line art just fucking everything, I guess, and figure out where to go from there, but this is gonna be like a 72-hour piece minimum. Like, guaranteed.
Yeah, probably. I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised by it, but this is the only time I've had like the drive to do something like this in a while, and I'm not bothered by the fact that it could take me forever, because unfortunately all of my good pieces do, because I'm a really slow artist. So the only time I make good art is when I like something enough that I'm willing to go through the time it takes to make a piece of art like this. Like,
I'm purposely taking a lot of cop-outs with this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I just can't do that because I am not good enough at art to do the shortcuts yet. Like, I can't just be like, oh, this pose is good enough, or like, oh, I can just like do a quick shade over the, like, if I want this the result that I want, I have to go through the whole process. And that it's a lot of times for that for me includes drawing something, not liking the way it turned out, completely fucking it, and starting over. Like, and I guess I'm also privileged enough that I'm in a space where I can do that, because like, I don't know, nobody's like depending on this to be done. Nobody cares if it gets done right now. It's not like, man, oh man, I gotta get my arcane art out because like somebody's waiting for it or whatever. Like, this is gonna be a disaster, but it's okay. Of Victor's fucked up looking staff thingy.
Why you calling my boy's staff fucked up?
It's just all kinds of janky. Big fan. His walking cane becoming a shepherd's staff is probably the coolest fucking thing in the world. Like, it doesn't get more symbolic. It just doesn't. All the JROTC kids go join the military. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just something I noticed. Yeah. I mean, yeah, JROTC is a military feed program. The point is to prepare people for potential military service. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hello, Alex. Did you need did you get over there? You just wanted to say hi?
Why does this bitch always just join?
Oh, is she just in here?
Yes.
Where? I told you it
You
would
can't
happen.
just keep joining randomly.
I knew it would happen too.
You did call it.
I called it. I was like, I'll join the stream VC, but I bet your tits she's just gonna show up. And she's non-interruptive though. She just sits nicely to listen to the better audio quality. And you know what? If she can sit quietly and behave, you can have it. You joined 2 minutes after Emily did. Got it. Cool.
Oh, good.
I called it. If you sit quietly and behave, I won't take your good audio away from you. You're permitted. It seems to be shorter. No, this needs to be completely redrawn. I don't like it. At the beginning of Arcane, I was wondering how Victor would become the way he is in League. Nothing would have prepared me. Yeah. Nothing could have prepared me for the direction that they took Victor. Emily can attest that when Victor started the Jesus arc, I was like screaming of like, that was the thing I was most thrilled about, because I will say, Victor's arc, I think the reason I'm so excited about it, other than it just being like, I liked Victor's character early on, I liked the path that he took, like, there's a lot of obvious reasons that I like it. I'm predictable, but he also felt like the only arc that I couldn't have seen coming at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, there were some things that I was like, that was what I was talking about in the beginning. It's like, there were some things in Arcane that was like, okay, I saw that coming, or okay, that makes sense, or okay, I could have predicted that, or at least, even if it wasn't like I could have predicted it, I never was like shocked. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's a perfect way to go. Like, I was always like, I was never disappointed. I was always like pleasantly surprised, but I was never like taken aback of like, I never could have like predicted it to go that way, except for Victor. There was not a single time at all through all of Victor's arc that I could have minutely guessed where the fuck they were going with this dude's arc. I had no clue what the fuck they were doing. Like, and I think that's what got me so excited about it, was like when I saw him like enter the Jesus arc of it all, I was like, there was not a moment where I knew what was going to happen next. It was like a constant thing of like, fuck if I know, no clue, no idea where this is going to go. And that was exciting to me. And like, there were definitely parts of other people's characters where I felt the same way, but like, there's a certain satisfaction in like knowing where a story is going to go and watching it play out and being like, fuck yeah, you did that perfectly. But yeah, there's some things that I did not. Even as someone who knew he would eventually become the extreme transhumanist he is, I was still caught off guard by the biotech spiritual leader angle they took in the middle of the story. Yeah. Reese, what did you see coming from episode 1? I know I had a couple things I did.
I knew that he was going to become the Machine Herald because of League.
I did not, because I didn't play League. I don't know
I didn't play that. I did a lot of research into it. Like, I knew he was going to go robotic, like glorious evolution all over the place, because that's kind of his whole shtick in League.
Yeah, I did not. I knew from Emily talking at the end of season 1 that that's where he was supposed to go. Oh yeah, Warwick. Yeah, Warwick, actually, Emily saw me put Warwick together. So before we before we watched season 2, I was giving all of my predictions of what I thought would happen.
Act 2 and Act 3.
Yeah, sorry, Act 2 and 3. I watched Act 1, and then for Act 2 and 3, we went through and I made all of my predictions. And some of them I was spot on, and some of them I was nowhere near. But Emily watched me, like, make the connection of, like, I don't know what this is, but this could be this, and this could be this, and, like, the werewolf thing could be a bunch of things, and I kind of clicked, and I was like, that's Vander. Vander's gonna come back like a werewolf. Like, it clicked as I was talking through the things I was predicting. I hadn't clicked it before then. I knew the wolf was important, but I didn't know why, and then I clicked as I was making predictions for each character. I did predict Heimerdinger's death, which
you did.
I was almost certain was going to be true, but you really put me off by being like, he's immortal though, and I was like, I mean, I guess, but I'm sure they could find a way around it.
I was trying to be slick.
Yeah, you were very slick. What was the most incorrect prediction you came up with? Emily, what was my most incorrect? There were some I started getting really out there.
I mean, yeah, you started devolving. I think you fully thought Jace would stay alive, which was obviously wrong.
Jace's death.
I think that was your biggest one. Is you're like, there's no way they're killing Jace. Like, that was like your biggest one.
It wasn't my biggest prediction, but I didn't have any predictions for Jace other than he'll live. Like, I didn't have any idea of where his character would go, but like, I never could have assumed that where it would go was him getting atomized with his boyfriend. Like, why is my camera not focusing today? Hey, fuck.
Also, yes, Reese did immediately message me upon watching it. That's Warwick. I was like, no, it isn't. Keep watching. I was like trying to get her off the scent. I was like, it's not Warwick. Keep watching the show.
And then it was indeed Warwick.
It was Warwick.
Of course. Yeah, Jace living, I was wrong about.
There were a couple like
I'm trying to think.
bold ones.
Yeah, I made some like hyper specific ones.
You also thought Savika would die, but it wasn't really like you had any ideas. You just didn't expect her to have semblance of joy.
No, I didn't predict she would die. I was just really, really, really hoping she wouldn't.
Yeah, you were hoping she wouldn't.
I never would have guessed she would have ended up on the council. That's for sure. But yeah, no, that one. I didn't hope she would. I wasn't predicting her death. I was just hoping they'd leave her ass alone.
Yeah.
I was possibly wrong / right. So I was very strong on either Isha or Jinx has to die, and depending on how you view the ending, I was right. Yeah. So either they both did, or one or the other.
Just Isha did.
Yeah, I was correct
you also,
in the sacrifice.
Maybe your wrongest one was where you thought Echo was going. Because
Yeah.
you thought Echo was going to be a lot more focused on the tree than he was.
Yeah, that you know what, that you're probably right. That's probably my most incorrect. Was I was thinking that the tree was going to get destroyed, Echo's entire livelihood, like everything he's worked for, was going to fall apart, and he was going to go like super extremist. Like,
yeah,
that was my hope for Echo, and I honestly completely forgot they did fuck all with the tree.
The tree simply kind of got ignored.
They did fuck all with that. They were like, no, actually, Echo's busy worrying about Jinx in an alternate timeline now.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the alternate universe episode. I think it was really nice to see what could have been, but I definitely think that it did irreparable damage on Jinx and Echo's characters.
Yeah.
Because after that episode, the only thing they cared about for either of those two was
the other one.
Them getting together in this universe.
Yep. Ooh, I have to skip this song. I forgot about this. Jesus Christ.
Yes, Reese was very dead set that it was Warwick.
Yeah.
I was trying desperately to talk her off the ledge. I also had a very strong suspicion it was, but
I feel like if you knew anything about League and anything about Arcane, you could put that one together. But yeah, I did not know anything about them, so it was definitely not one I could have ever gotten on the scent of. Until, end of Act 1, where I was like, I see.
Yeah, all I got from Reese when watching Arcane was that she was texting me and then switched to calling. But she was like, she locked eyes with Vander, said, I love him, he's my favorite. If he dies, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
And then, they're like, oh, is he Warwick? I was like, no, what do you mean? He's not Warwick, he's Vander. She's like, no, that's Warwick.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about League, so I never could have guessed it. But yeah, guessing it episode 1 is that's a Warwick fan right there. You could smell Warwick a mile away. Yeah, I was a big fan. The thing is, my type in characters is so incredibly all over the place. Like Vander, 10 out of 10. Silco, like an 8 out of 10. Silco in the flashback, 11 out of 10. Easily. Perfect. Ideal. But also Vander in the flashback, also 11 out of 10. Perfect. Ideal. Jace, in general, he's fine. Jace, after he went caveman, yes, please. Yes, please, many times. Victor in every form. Every single one of them. Yes, please. Like, and also it goes without saying, every woman in that show, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. My sexuality in the show is yes, please, all of them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really that hard to please. I like most women.
Yeah.
My only insecurity is that I feel like the character that I look the most like, which is Caitlyn, like physically, I feel like she's the most common I see not people's type, and I'm like, oh no, it just makes me insecure a little bit.
I don't know if I would label you as most like Caitlyn physically.
I mean, she's just kind of like the skinny. I don't think I'm quite Jinx. I think I'm probably closer to Caitlyn.
Hang on, I'm looking up Arcane.
You looking up Arcane?
I'm looking up Caitlyn's physique. I need to look at her.
Rack, I will say.
Yeah, I would say. Sorry, I spelled Arcane wrong, so it gave me nothing.
How did you do that? But I do think all the women are attractive.
I accidentally
All of
tapped
them.
an L instead of an A, so it was Lucane. I was like, help.
Look who.
I mean, I'd say you toe the line between Caitlyn and Jinx. I know you say you're not quite Jinx, and I agree. You're not quite Jinx, but you're quite close in her physique, and also like you've got that like lithe bendiness to you, like just in like the way that you walk around, the way that you like perch on things. I would first label you Jinx over like the way that
I
Caitlyn
perch
carries
like a
herself.
malnourished teenager.
Well, just like in like the way that you carry yourself, you appear more
I know I'm
Jinx.
fucking with you.
I don't even know if I could label myself anybody in this show. I don't know who I would be closest to. I don't think my body type is represented in Arcane.
Maybe Vander's.
I'm nowhere near a Vander. I would
You're
kill
not.
to be.
You're not 6'5", but he's got kind of that like bulkier body.
I would kill several men to look like Vander. Sorry, I'm just looking at pictures of Caitlyn now. Anyways, it's
Clago. What is Clago? I know it's Clagger, but yeah, AU Clagger.
looking him up.
Maybe. People thought he was hot, so
I don't think I've heard anybody ever speak about Clagger, but yeah, that's
well,
probably
Clagger in
correct.
the AU, they're like, oh, he got a glow up, and Milo got a glow down.
Yeah, Milo. They did Milo a little dirty.
Milo looks the exact same. May I specify?
I think they did Milo dirty from the offset. Let's be clear.
I mean, to be fair, he would look like that.
It's just
He would have the stash. He would have the physique.
yeah, but I don't like the way Milo looked.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's how he looks.
Both Milo and Clagger were kind of like the comedic relief design characters.
Not in the AU.
God, his mustache was awful. But I simply can't do a Clagger cosplay. A, because I don't care about Clagger, and also because nobody else does either, and I don't have any interest in doing a cosplay for him.
I've seen a couple Milo cosplays.
Which is wild. I think that's so funny. Yeah, Clagger is probably my closest representation. But even that, especially in the AU, he does have a glow up, and I would also like. I feel like as soon as my top surgery is done, I can't wait to be. Well, I mean, it's done. I mean, like when the recovery is done, I can't wait to like go back to the gym and be able to get back to what I was trying to work on, which is to not be the body type that I am. I desperately would like to get back into working on my muscles.
Yeah, Clagger in the AU is fine as fuck. I agree with Reese.
I was a Rio cosplay. Oh my god!
I've seen a Rio cosplay. Yeah, I saw that recently.
Yeah, I just sent you a video when I discovered the girl's name.
Yeah, Remy or Rennie or whatever her name is.
Yeah, what the fuck was it? It was Rennie.
Yeah, the fish mutant's name is Rio.
Yeah, the fish is Rio. Rennie is the green gas chainsaw
The chainsaw woman.
That's who I want. I want to be the chainsaw woman.
Bad news, Alex. Probably Silco. With the hair.
Yeah.
The hair. Your bangs are Silco's bangs. In the flashback.
Yeah, flashback Silco. Flashback Silco with the hair.
Silco. For sure. With the ponytail.
With the ponytail.
It's your Silco.
Yeah. Both of us screaming with the ponytail.
With the ponytail. I think you're more Vi.
I think
Savika's
you're also more
a little bit
Vi.
like tall. Like she's big.
Savika big.
Vi's a little bit more like lean muscle.
You know what my hot take is? Everybody can shut the fuck up. Savika's hair looks good. Fuck you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All you haters.
I also was hesitant with the fuck ass bob.
I love it.
But I liked it a lot more than her original hair.
I think it suited her. Like
it looks good.
At first I was like, uh-oh. And then I was like, oh no, the bob is good for you.
The bob is good. It's fuck ass, but that fits for her.
It does fit for her. I need.
It's also not even a bob. It's more of like a weird like bowl cut, but
It's
still.
not to draw horrible comparisons, but it does look a little like Alistair's haircut. With like the
Looks
short
like what?
Alistair from Has Been Hotel.
Oh, yeah, it's
With
kind
the
of
short in the
Alistair.
back, long in the front, like fuck ass bob kind of cut.
She pulls it off though. She pulls it off.
She pulls it off.
I also walk like Savik. I walk like I have somewhere to be all the time. I have like a forward hunch when I walk.
Hello, Leo. Thank you for the follow and welcome home. It's in the title. Arcane spoilers, just be aware.
God, I feel like I'm drawing fucking Azazel again.
I love Azazel. Why do you feel like that?
Because of Mel's stupid tattoos.
Oh, yeah, that do be a problem, don't it?
Oh my god, I'm only on her face. To be fair, I also took a break to just read chat for a second, but
I'm trying to find. I need a fucking.
Also, there's not a single good reference of her hair.
I need a quick reference image of Victor's face that isn't about 6 pixels. Please, Victor. And I need you specifically at your lowest. I need a photo of you at your lowest, sir, please.
That could mean a lot of things.
I was gonna say, that's all. I don't think Victor's ever had a point that isn't his lowest. Every time we think he's at his lowest, he finds a new low.
He just progressively gets lower and lower.
We think he's at a lowest, and then he gets a hold of a shovel and he just starts digging.
What is the evil version of a pixie cut? I don't know, like a gnome cut?
The gnome cut.
A gnome cut?
Yeah, sorry, I got that gnome cut.
Goblin cut?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Pixies are already kind of technically evil in D&D, right?
Yeah. The pixies are like the...
They're not evil,
They're
they're
like
just
the dark version of Fae.
Yeah.
But even Fae are evil in some context.
Fae are like drow. They're like tricksters.
Ooh, they steal our children and shit.
Racism.
It's like you deserve
D&D
it.
racism.
If a Fae steals your child, you deserved it. Okay. Now I need to figure out how to draw this motherfucker. Okay. I know you're at your lowest, but if you could just work with me. You and your wet hair looking ass. Wet dog motherfucker. I mean, my hair would probably be all stringy after getting out of the goop, too.
He's gooped up.
He's all kinds of goopy.
I'm just ignoring what was just sent.
I would like to translate for chat. Eyes like a hawk. First off, thank you, General. Secondly,
Yeah, I saw it 2 seconds after Reese got it very quick.
for those who don't speak English, like our supposed new follower does not speak English, let me translate the emoji language. This is what's the word for it? A theatrical reproduction. Okay. Gay. No, penis angry. And that has been a reproduction of what that chat was.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think he wants butt sex. I think that's what that means.
I think brother is craving the butt sex.
I think he wants butt sex. He said gay so many times, I'm certain he wants butt sex. Relatable? No, me too. I also sometimes feel gay. No, penis angry. No,
me when I am penis angry.
No penis, make me angry. Either he's gay and is desperate for dick, or is trans and is desperate for dick in a very different way. Maybe this is why Twitch won't promote me on the main page.
Penis angry.
Penis angry. I think I've discovered my own problems. Sorry.
Stop laughing at penis angry.
An American horror. Gotta draw this man's stringy ass hair.
This girl's gonna make me want to kill myself. Mel.
Um, I'm trying to find.
What does your hair look like?
I need
Why
to.
is it blurry?
I need to see this bitch's cheekbones. Show me your cheekbones.
That's not the correct hairstyle.
I hate freaks that treat me like an animal. Fuck me, then eat me like a cannibal.
Oh my god, a good reference.
A reference. I still can't find one for this bitch's cheekbones. There we go.
Cheekbone.
This works. This works.
It's still hard to tell just because of the way that they draw it, but I'm just gonna hope for the best.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's like cornrow twists.
Yeah. I know that you got to do like some interpretation with the show.
Yeah. But I'm not trying to mess up the only black woman in this entire show. Oh, there's also Ambassador. But
I was
still.
gonna say she had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, she do got a mom.
When the only black woman of the show came out of a white woman, you're just like, wait a minute.
Oh god.
Well, wait a damn minute. We got a problem here. Okay. An American horror. Gay, angry, gay, angry, gay, angry. I love this. I love the shit that goes down here. Yeah. Hate to break it to you, they're all religious allegory. Yeah. Dude, this guy you're drawing, I think Victor Rencia of Tiersas from Epic. Oh, the Prophet. Yeah.
Oh, Teresa, Tiresias, or whatever the fuck its name is.
Yeah, seeing it written out, I was like, I have no clue who that is.
Tiresias, that's what it is.
Yeah. I do not have the words in my brain, but yeah. Okay.
Does her hair get cornrowed over here? It's too dark, I can't tell. Her hair is not clear.
Okay. So Victor, how does your face
So
work?
Victor,
How does your face work? So your eyes.
what type of face? Which face?
Just his normal human face, unfortunately.
Oh, that's just a normal human face.
Yeah, but I don't know why I'm struggling with this perspective a little bit here, but it's okay. I got it. I got this. I just gotta. I once again had guidelines that aren't helpful because they're bad. Okay. In.
Right.
Out. Cheekbony ass motherfucker. And then down. Okay, maybe less cheekbone than that. God, you and your dramatic proportions. See, and that's where this is different. It's actually like here.
Oh, I see the issue. Her locks just go over one another. They're like twisting over top one another. That's cool.
Yeah, who needs reason?
Thank you for making my life easy, Arcane. They're gonna make me look like a fool.
Okay, so that's the inside of the cape. I see. It all makes sense.
At least your thing's making sense.
Is this how your nose is? This looks like a nose. I know I have long nose syndrome, but I try to shorten them and then I'm like, this can't be right. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it looks better if you've got more nose, actually. Fuck you. What if I just decided that this is where your nose is now? Okay, I gotta get you your eye bags, brother. All of these details don't matter because they're so fucking little. When you zoom out, you don't see it.
This sketch is an absolute travesty in terms of her hair.
Okay, this is just gonna have to be how it is. We're putting the lines in. Just screenshot Jesus Christ and paste it right over him. Yeah, that's the way to work it. Ugh.
Like when Ollie made Jesus and Dressed to Impress.
God, that was iconic. I'm hungry.
That sucks. You should go make food.
I'm streaming. I can't. I'll eat after stream. Okay. And I had soup right before stream, so it's not like I'm like perishing over here. Okay.
Oh god, now I gotta find another reference for stupid
Victor, I need your side profile. Please. Please, side profile. Victor. Show me your side profile. Show me that nose. What that nose.
Why are you doing a bad impression of him?
Just because I like to. I love the way he speaks. I could listen to him talk all day.
Just go play as him in League.
You know, that might just be it might just be worth it. Ah, okay, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm specifically moving this piece of hair because I want your nose to be visible, because I like your nose because it's sexy and hot. This piece of hair goes over here now, because I said so. Okay, nose in, and then nose out. I'm falling in. I'm falling in. Is this real love? And then I'm going to have to shorten that because I'm always incorrect about the length of noses. Which is okay. We'll just adjust accordingly.
If I make a speed paint of this, it's gonna be really embarrassing.
Felt. I don't want to.
It's just pose. No.
No. Oh, my fucking back hurts. I have an ulcer on the tip of my tongue and I'm going to bite it off. Don't do it, Reese. I know the feeling. It's not worth it.
Don't do that.
Don't give in. It's not worth it. Okay, don't give him a smile. He is sad in this moment. Give him absolutely no upper lip because that's him, and then also absolutely no lower lip because it's Victor. You don't get lips. Lips are a privilege you're not allowed to have. I don't even want to draw your lips. You just get a line for right now. I'll deal with your lip privileges later. Okay.
Maybe this fan art will actually go somewhere because this is the only piece of male fan art anyone's ever made apparently in this fandom.
Which is, I mean, it's both surprising and unsurprising.
I've seen like maybe one piece of male fan art.
It's surprising because holy shit, she's gorgeous, and it's unsurprising because, well, she is impossible to draw.
She's not even that, especially in season 1. She's not even that hard.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Mr. God himself, Victor, is significantly harder to draw, but he's got plenty of fan art.
I feel like you don't have to get him right. You have to draw him on instinct. Mr. God himself. Like, yeah, you're right. You have a little bit of an eye bag there, and then the big old eye bags here. God, this man's so tired. God, I always draw my eyes too big. And I know it, but I do it every time. God, and it doesn't matter because I zoom out. You don't see any of these details.
What's your canvas size?
Huge. I don't know. Canvas. Oh, it's slightly off from what it's supposed to be. It's currently 5101 by 7652, which is slightly off from what I wanted it to be. Hang on, let me go double check this and fix it. Because I have a set canvas size I usually do. 3600 by 5400, yeah. 3600 by 5400. Crop and resize. Oh, it is that. Is that gonna have ruined my work? Oh, it looks fine.
I was a dumbass, and for some reason mixed up my dimensions for my tarot cards because I was working on the last two on the same canvas because it was sun and moon, and I wanted them to connect, as you saw.
Yeah.
And so I made the canvas. The tarot cards are 1800 by 3000, I think, something like that. They're something like that. But
yeah.
I, for some reason, thought that it was 1500 by 3000.
Ah.
So I made the canvas 3000 by 3000.
Ah.
And then when I split it in half, I was like, that's a lot thinner
Yeah.
than it should be.
Yeah.
And I had to readjust my whole background.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dum-dum.
I have realized I'm working on the right shape canvas, but I am working on double my usual size, which is why all the details feel so small. Like I'm working on a really big canvas right now. Yeah, that's why I only have 9 layers available. No wonder. Whatever.
Yeah, you have 9. That's it. That's all you have.
Yeah, I honestly might finish. It's kind of fun working on this big of a canvas because like all of my lines are super little. Like, and so like I can zoom out and like it doesn't feel like I'm not feeling pixelated. So like maybe I'll do my line art at this size and then size it down, because that's how I'll keep really like small clean lines maybe.
People just ignored Mel in season 2 like they did. Yeah, pretty much. Mel and Vi just did not really get talked about. Vi got talked about because she's hot, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, most of the conversation around Vi happens. We talked about this. Most of the conversation around Vi is about Vi and Caitlyn or Vi and Jinx, and never just Vi.
Yeah. Or just people wanting her.
Or just people wanting her, which is valid.
And then Mel is people talking about her and Jace.
Mm-hmm. My favorite running bit right now is that Victor fucking hates Mel. It's such a funny idea because it's so not correct, but God, is it funny.
See, I always prefer the idea of them Mel like helping Victor out, like get Jace to like realize. Like I always like that kind of like where she's like almost playing wingman,
which I think is a cuter idea. But God, it's such a funny idea of like Victor like in robot form waltzing into that room to fuck with Jace and just looking over at Mel and smiling and Mel just fuming. It's such a stupid funny headcanon to me. Like it's not my favorite headcanon, but God, is it funny. Okay. I have one person. I've gotten one person outlined. It's been 2.5 hours.
I wish that I could make you Red Dead Redemption 2 tarot cards, Reese. I really do, but unfortunately, I'm just not. I don't play that game.
Even
Your
watching,
hyperfixation has moved on, and I can't keep up.
I wish there was more Kate and Jace interactions. You know, you're right. Kate and Jace really don't
Yeah,
interact a whole lot.
they kind of completely brush over the fact that Caitlyn lost not only her mom but also like basically her brother. They weren't actually siblings, but they had that dynamic.
Which sometimes is more important. The dynamic is sometimes more important than the blood.
She sees him come out of the portal looking like the Croods and then just like kind of brushes over it. I'm sorry, Reese. I don't know how to help you. All I have is Arcane.
It's all I got.
That's all I have.
I would kind of fuck for Arcane tarot cards, TBH.
People made them.
I'm sure.
There was a whole girl making one on Instagram when season 1 came out. I was keeping up with them. She ended up only making the majors.
That I feel like a lot of people get to that point and then they're like, and I'm good.
I'm considering it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I've got 2 more majors to go, and by God, I'm spent. I'm good. I can't fathom doing what, 48 more?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, quite a few more. I don't think you understand. My skin itches thinking about hunting a perfect bison pelt right now. I liked Red Dead Redemption 1 when I played it as a kid. I really liked it. I really did. I was a huge fan of it. I loved the hunting aspect of it. And I wanted so badly to like Red Dead Redemption 2 because it felt like it was right up my needs. It was like exactly what I wanted. But I was so overwhelmed so quickly at the amount of shit that needed to get done, and fucking all of it was time sensitive. It was like, oh, I want to spend a couple days hunting. Oh, this quest failed because this person died of alcoholism before I could get to them. Like, I was so overwhelmed. I never.
This person died of alcohol poisoning.
I swear to God, like I just like I couldn't keep up, and then my beard was growing out, and like I don't know, I felt like there was too many things constantly relying on me that like I couldn't do anything. I was so stressed all the time.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I would be with that game.
Like I'm more than interested in it. And like obviously I have a lot of friends that were interested in it, and I loved the first game, and I loved playing the first game a second time when they came out as the undead version. Like, so like I know I would like it if I had the chance to get into it again, but I'd have to have the time to get into it again. I haven't had anything fail because of time, and I have not done anything in a timely fashion. I spent 3 days hunting rabbits. I don't know what point it was in the game that I just like I got stressed out and stopped, because like there was just too much going on. I was like, I want to feed my clan. I was when like all of my people were still like living in tents in the woods. I was like, I have to go get them food because they're gonna starve
what is
to
this
death.
game?
It's the wild west, my man. Like I don't know why I was definitely unreasonably stressed. Like, I don't think it was the game's fault. I think it was truly me.
That was honestly why I stopped playing Terraria for a long time when I was younger, because the idea of the Crimson and Corruption spreading after hard mode filled me with dread, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
There's something about hard lock lines in games where it's like, if you cross this line, you cannot go back, that I hate, and I won't ever cross them. Like, I don't know.
And luckily now I can play Terraria not being crippling fear, but I'm still like constantly diligent of like, where's the corruption? Yeah. Reese can attest. I'm very diligent.
The very beginning is stressful until you realize that they can't actually die from starvation, and then you just go hunt rabbits for 3 days. I see. So they just stress me out to add to the atmosphere, and I didn't have to quit the game out of fear that my people would starve to death. God.
We're gonna starve. That sucks. I'm gonna go hunt rabbits for 3 days.
They get unhappy, but they won't die. That's also why I didn't like playing. I hate feeling like I'm failing in a game because I'm playing it the way that I want to play it, which is problematic. I know games are supposed to have restrictions, but like, if the people in my world are gonna be unhappy with me because I'm not feeding them in a timely manner, that stresses me out. And I had that with Red Dead Redemption, and I also had that with the what's the fucking game that I'm thinking of? Assassin's Creed. With the Assassin's Creed, I don't remember which version it was. It wasn't Odyssey, and it wasn't Black Flag. It was whatever that was, I don't know, the one in Italy. Because if you fucked around on the roofs and jumped around on the roofs, you know, the fun part of playing Assassin's Creed, your wanted posters would get up, and then like you would have wanted posters and the cops were after you, and I was like, I'm just trying to have fun and you're trying to police me, and then the game would be harder because I kept getting caught by the cops. Like, it just, I don't know, man. I just like freedom in my games. Not that those make the games bad. They definitely don't make the games bad. I'm a whiny baby. I'm just a whiny bitch baby. I can acknowledge that.
I don't really play a lot of open world games like that, so I have no experience.
Like God of War, the newest two, are both open world games similar to that. But there are times in the game where you're going from one place to another that you are very obviously hard locked in a story. And then when you're done with a piece, like Atreus will literally speak up and say, we could head over and do that now, or we could look around for a little bit. And that's when you're like, okay, we're in open world now. I could go wherever I want, do whatever I want. There's no hard locks on the game. And then you go to a place, you start a story point, and you're not hard locked in, but you have like a marker point that's like, go over there and do that thing. And like, if you go somewhere else, you can do other things. But Atreus is like, we should get back to like, to finish that chapter point, and then you are in open world again. Like, it fades you in and out like most like open world stories do. So like, even though there's a shit ton to do, I never really feel too overwhelmed. And there's no time-based things in God of War at all. Earlier today, I actually shot a bird with my shotgun instead of my bow and vaporized it.
What the hell?
I'm sorry about your bird, Reese. You fucking vaporized it. It's so funny to me. Gotta lower this dude's head. I had his head too raised. I need him praising Victor.
I get a single good reference image of her forearms.
Nope. You can look at my forearms.
That won't help me.
Okay. Just thought I'd offer. Poor Crow didn't know what hit it. What hit it was a shotgun. I also absolutely decimated a beaver to turn its skin into a bag so I can carry more shinies. God, Reese is really embracing her hunter phase.
Reese is fucking heartless. Jesus Christ.
Fucking heartless. Jesus.
Fuck this beaver. I gotta go carry more shiny
Fuck
shit.
this beaver. I'm gonna.
Fuck this beaver.
The beaver's family is looking on in abject horror.
I can't imagine being killed, first of all, and then your body being dropped because you need to, like, the person it shot, you need to carry more shit.
Just decimate your body and turn you into a fucking handbag.
And for what?
Emily, if I die, will you turn me into a handbag?
It feels kind of hard.
Okay. And I see what I'm worth.
I can try. I just don't really know who I, like, go to for that.
Yeah, what taxidermist do you have to go to? Be like, hey, can I get my roommate taxidermy? And they're like, not really. And
Y'all
they're
do
like,
things? They're like, no, obviously not.
y'all do handbags? And they're like, I'm sorry.
Getting confused on how this girl's tattoos work. Help.
I'm sorry. It's really just a vibe system.
Help.
God, none of these details matter. None of them matter. I have to stop focusing so much on the details because you can't see any of it when I zoom out.
Yeah, you got to be more expressionistic. I think that's your thing with art. Is you got to be more shape.
I am a huge failing when it comes to big picture. I've always struggled with it. I am a little picture kind of person when it comes to art. I have trouble being loose and free, and I'm really like locked into like whatever like little detail I'm trying to get across, or like the little intricacies, but I'm awful at like the big picture like gesture poses. I was so weak in gesture art back when I was in college. I loved practicing it, but I was awful at it. Extremely unrelated, but I just gotta say I unironically think that the Team Umizoomi theme slaps as an actual song. Huh?
How did we get here?
Huh?
Why was this such dire knowledge that you needed to share it? You're like, I just can't contain myself anymore. I have to share with the class how much I love the Umizoomi theme
Here,
song.
let me play the Umizoomi theme song.
I know exactly what it is. I know what Umizoomi are, but I can't pull up the theme
Team
song.
Umizoomi. I've never seen it. I know what Umizoomi is, but by God, I've never watched it. All right, Umizoomi theme song. I guess play this.
Hey Alexa, play the Umizoomi theme song.
Here it is. Am I gonna get like copyrighted for this? This is who we are now.
New viewers are about to be really confused.
New viewers tune in for Victor and they get Team Umizoomi. God, I'm so encouraged by this song. They're telling me I can do it.
Are you encouraged?
I'm so encouraged. Emily, I think I could do it.
Can you?
I think so. Oh my God, they're encouraging me more. I can do it, Emily.
I don't know if you can do it.
Bro, I think I can do it. Oh, the song ended. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
Oh, you've lost hope.
Sorry.
That was so quick.
The song ends and I'm immediately like, you know, actually, I don't think I can do it.
I'm devoid of hope.
Oblivion says, honestly, yeah. I mean, it was a catchy. It wasn't like a theme song that would get stuck in my head, but it wasn't a bad song. It's not something I'm going to be humming today, but
If I catch you humming it.
I can't even hum it because it's already out of my head. Like it wasn't like repetition catchy. Okay.
Is there a single reference image of her below the knee? Or really even below the mid-thigh, actually?
The answer's no.
Apparently there's not. I'm just gonna make this shit up.
6 years.
Honestly, that looks good. I'll just end it there.
Yeah, just cut the rest of it out.
I already used that reference, Alex. I just used it. Alex is trying to help me,
It felt like more
but
like
I
a
already
song.
found every reference image possible.
No, I'm going hunting for now.
I'm already I've already drew it. It's too late.
Let's see, Mel. God, she's so pretty.
You gotta specify season 2 though.
Yeah, because I need the tattoos. Is she shown in the game with her tattoos and full body at any point?
In the game?
No, in the show.
Yes, I think. When she first gets them and is like standing, she should have them. But I just didn't want to pull up the show right now, so I'm just kind of going off whatever Google gives me.
Oh God, she's so pretty. Hmm. God. Sorry, I'm just looking at
Can you
Mel.
stop having an orgasm on stream?
Sorry, I just really like looking at her.
Yeah, that's why I'm drawing her.
Man, oh, look at her. God damn. Man, why are all these references about 6 pixels?
Exactly. They are all the quality of about 12 FP.
Anyways, I can't help you. As I go back to looking at my 6 pixel reference of Victor. Do a girl a little cooler than me. Her name is Nona. She's a rocker with the nose ring. I need this in like any level of detail, but it's just not gonna happen, so it's fine. It's okay. As I've noticed, it's not gonna have any detail on my drawing either.
It doesn't matter.
I don't need to know what this man's shoes look like.
You could just draw them black, and that would be the same thing. That one's okay, but I still can't quite tell what's going on.
Is Alex helping out?
They're trying.
She's got you. Worry not.
They're all just so minuscule. I might just have to take some creative liberties, to be honest.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Also, the pose I chose is not a pose that she ever does in the show, so that also is my own fault. I can't get a reference picture for her tattoos because she doesn't move her arms like this. POV, this is active struggle of getting an arm tattoo as they move.
Yeah.
I guess she didn't really choose to, but
Yeah, that just kind of would just be happening to her.
they just kind of like appeared.
Listen, that's going to be good enough for me because those are just going to get colored in black and I'm going to pretend it's not there. So whatever. Moving on. Next. Time to draw this man's emaciated ass arms.
Can you stop body shaming my boy? He cannot help it.
Dude's actually got like the starvation elbows thing going on where like you're
He cannot help it.
I'm not blaming him. It's just it's you don't see characters drawn like this very often. Where like the skin is like actually stretching over the muscle and like the bone of the elbow because there's fucking nothing there. It's like, oh god. Oh, I don't put a bump there. It'll look like your arm is broken.
My favorite art tip for composition is just reuse the same shit that you always do. That's what I do a lot. Oh, I need a composition. Let me just put a circle around her head and also add some like weird flowy shit around the painting.
There you go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I feel like at this point it's got to be broke.
It hasn't broken yet. I don't have anything that is unbroken yet. That's my problem.
I also want something else in the background, but I feel like anything else is gonna make it bad.
Like I don't have a fallback yet. Like I don't have like a thing that I go to when I'm like, oh man, I gotta do a comp. Like I don't have anything.
Have you tried circles?
You know, admittedly, I don't think I have.
I think you should try. I think Reese tried once and she saw the light.
I feel like I can't because I feel like everyone else is doing it. Like you've got it on lock. I'm not gonna start stealing your composition and be like, you know what Emily does? Circles.
I appreciate you trying, Voracious. I really do. Look, I do have her sketched at this point, so I don't need references no longer, but they were helpful. Anyways, I don't own the shape of the circle, so
Emily owns circles. I can't draw them.
I don't. Thank you for the effort, though. Yeah, I don't own circles. I simply don't. I just started doing them. I don't even know why. I think I just saw enough artworks with them that I was like, I'm going to take that for myself.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm also taking the sun thing that Victor has. Also, congrats. I'm stealing it.
Oh, well, there it goes.
We'll both have that in our RPs.
Yours is just on
They will
metal.
match. They will match. The only one I could maybe use is her inner forearm, but it looks like she doesn't really have anything there. Looks like it's just triangles. I can do triangles.
God, fuck you and your fucking fucker. Fuck you. Fuck.
Damn. Damn.
Damn. Sorry. Getting tired of drawing this dude's fucking. Sorry, my vocabulary just died. Good enough.
I feel like every art piece I do looks the exact same and I can't escape it.
I feel like we've talked about this. We're on opposite sides of the same coin of like not a single piece of my art looks recognizable as my own because I don't have a style, and you feel like your art is too stylized and is now not too stylized but too like niched into like this is what you do each time.
It's not even like intentional either. I just keep doing it.
I mean, I feel like that's just the result of having such a stylized like you've.
It's not style. It's like the composition and just I don't know.
It's like the 3/4 curse that artists tumble into because they learn they're good at 3/4 views and then that's the only thing they draw. But like in a slightly different variant. Okay, I've got the outline of 2 people and it's taken me 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I am done with my sketch.
Well, I am nowhere near that point, so.
You're doing line work.
Well, the worst part of that is I don't even know if I'm keeping all of this line art because I'm going to try to render it slightly differently than I normally do, and I have no idea what that means for me. I think that's the thing is the reason none of my art ever looks the same is because I'm constantly experimenting with new ways of line art and new ways of rendering and new ways of like drawing because I don't like anything I end up with. Like I drew that one Poseidon art piece, right? Completely tried like a new way of rendering. Fucking loved it. Looked awesome. Tried to do that style of rendering on another art piece. Hated it. Awful. Threw it away. I was like, all right, well, never mind. Didn't work. Like, I don't know. I like an art style for precisely one piece of art. And then it's like, yeah, that was fun. Anyways, gotta find something new now because that's dead forever.
This can't be the solution.
Like until
Reese, I also don't think that's the solution.
do what I do and just stop drawing so it's not a problem. Ooh, I haven't thought about that one.
Guys, please.
This might be the way forward for me.
Yeah, Allura dying was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It did look very aesthetically pleasing, unfortunately, though.
Yeah. Unfortunate for her life, but
as Alex said.
You know what I think one of my major problems is that I really, really dislike about my art that I desperately need to start forcing myself to do is I still to this day, however many years it's been of me drawing and transferring over from traditional art to digital art and all of that shit, I can't escape the stupid sketchy lines. I do not make confident strokes ever. I am an unconfident artist, and it shows in my line work. Every line I make should be these. These should be big, bold, strong, powerful lines, and they're not. Every line I make is this like sketchy, like half committal whatever, and I need to get over it. I need to escape.
You do.
And I just can't seem to.
I'm a big fan of sketchy line work. I think that it looks really cool, but I think that every artist should be able to not do it.
Yeah. And I don't know if I mean, like, I like to think because right now I'm doing it, and like, it's something I know I'm capable of in certain circumstances when it's a simple shape and like I know what I'm doing. But like, it's my default. I always fall back to it. Like it's my failure at gesture work. I'm bad at just knowing the line and committing to it. But like those looked good. All right, in terms of line work, that's what I've got so far. But we'll see. This dude's wearing clown shoes. Oops. That was my I'm planning out my colors.
I would take offense to you not liking how super clean line work looks, but I just don't.
Stop drawing and start hunting pronghorns. That's the plan. Every line comes with 100 questions. Yeah. I don't like how super clean line art looks. This is coping. Yeah. See, and I'm torn because there's not many art styles I don't like. Like Emily does like super clean line art, and I'm like, holy shit, that's like the coolest thing ever, and I would love to eat that, and I want to learn how to do that. And then I see like some of my artists that I see do like really confident strokes, but very like leave them very messy. Like they overlap and they double cross each other, but they're really confident, bold strokes. I'm like, oh fuck, that's awesome. And then I see somebody do this scribbly, sketchy thing and then just render right over that, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like I want the best of every world. I want all of them. I want everything. It's not enough for me. I want it my way. Yeah, it's hard to find what your eye wants to do when you love everybody's efforts. When I love every style, man. I want like a tiny bit of arc, but not much. There you go, like that. That's still too much. Nope. Nope. Too much. That's good. Drawing this shape is going to be the actual death of me. And I've made it just slightly too long. Oops. And of course that doesn't look right because I lose my mind. I'm just gonna leave it. No, I don't want
to. No, I don't want to.
I do that to myself all the time. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it because it looks good enough.
You have to be strong.
It's never good enough.
Leave it.
It's never good enough. No, because then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. It's good enough. And then 6 hours later into the art, I'm like, you know what? This thing is what's bothering me. And then I've already rendered it, and then it fucking takes me 12 hours to fix it instead of the 2 hours it would take me to resketch it. And it wouldn't actually take me 2 hours to resketch it, but that's like an exaggeration. But like, if I leave it towards the end, it will still bother me when it's done. So I just have to fix it in the moment. My art is not good enough to let there be little flaws that I can leave. It does not stand on its own. It has to be good.
But those little flaws could maybe add character.
My 2 different arcs not lining up does not add character.
It's character.
No.
Phoenix is dropping some wisdom in the chat.
What's up, Phoenix Dog? Here's all I'll say. My mom just turned 65. Congrats. And she has arted forever. And I'm the non-committal human who wants to play Let's Do hobbies together. She spends so much time beating herself about every thought. It's unreal. I pick up her paints or clay and just make a thing, and she does it. And she doesn't panic because it's cute and she loves it. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so do what makes you happy. It is character. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. The thing is, right, and we've talked about this a little bit on this channel before, and I think it's always a fun thing to come back to, is that the more passion that you have for a thing, the more love that you have for a thing, the more that you want to produce good for that thing. The second you enter that sphere, and it's no longer just a hobby, but a skill that you want to build upon, that's when you start learning critical eye. And we've talked about the graph before of like, there's like this graph here, right? That is your critical eye, right? This is your critical eye. This is your critical eye. And this is your skill level, right? So as we go to the right, you're getting better at the skill. So you have like no critical eye at the beginning. So you think like, or you know what? This is the confidence. You know, we'll change this. This is your confidence in how good you think your art is, right? So you do this thing. You do this, right? You're like, oh shit, I'm great at this. I'm great. Like you're like learning. Your confidence is great. You're getting better. And then you hit a point right here, right? You hit a point where your skill has developed to a certain level that you have now entered from hobby to skill, right? You've crossed over the line from I do this for fun to I want to grow. And now you've started looking at other people's art and you've started looking at other people's abilities and your confidence goes immediately down. And then it's this slow build that grows and plateaus and drops and slows and builds and grows. Like it does this for the rest of forever and onward, you know? But this is the hardest part of art to get through. It's when you've gotten good enough that you start looking around at other people and you develop the ability to look critically at art, right? Because for a long time, people just make art because it brings them happiness. And as soon as you develop the ability to be critical about it, that's when you develop 2 things at the same time. You develop your critical eye, so your confidence fucking plummets, but you also develop the ability to grow in the skill. Because when you don't have a critical eye, you're not able to grow, because that's part of what you have to grow. You have to know what's wrong with your drawing to improve it. And I don't mean that there's inherently things bad about art, right? At a certain level, everybody's art is art. But there is a level at which somebody is objectively still at a low skill point. But like, as soon as you start learning how to be critical about your art, your taste for valuable art will always grow faster than your skill level will. So that's why artists, the farther that you go into it, the more critical you get. And there's a certain level where you can hit like self-actualization and you go, you know, I'm proud of my art regardless of external points. Like, but that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of time. Some people never reach that point. Self-actualization isn't something everybody can get to. A 1,000 people who go M art, sell art, just do that. Your homnarium, that might be a word that's too big for me, is your own ick. Summon the absolution of a mediocre white GOP. I don't know what the acronym stands for. Heteronormy cis man every day. I'm awful at acronyms. I'm so sorry. I'm stupid. I have to look up honorarium. Hang on. I can figure this out.
Republican.
What does Republican mean?
They said that it's Republican.
Oh, a GOP is a Republican?
That's what they said.
I see. What is... Hang on, I'm going to Google honorarium. Honorarium. Honorarium is a voluntary payment made to an individual. A payment given to a professional that are rendered nominally without charge. What I'm thinking you're saying is that the thing that's holding me back from actually doing my shit is my own ick. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, yes. You know what? I actually was just talking about this. I could sell art. I do sell art. I do sell commissions. And I'm trying to work on opening my own art store right now. I've started designing. This is going to be one of the designs for posters that I've been designing. Like, I've been designing posters.
I'm doing this in poster format.
Yeah.
Like the dimensions are poster dimensions.
So are mine. Like, I'm trying to do this as like posters, and like I have like stickers that I've designed, and
Name it after me.
Name it Cyrena or Emily. And like I've started making like buttons. Like, I've been designing like buttons to print out and sell for like shows that I like. And like I've turned a bunch of my old artwork into like buttons that I want to do and stuff. And you know what I mean? Like, there are people I see, and this is a harsh thought. Okay, just hear me out. This is a harsh thought. But there are people I see who are, from my standpoint, from the point of my critical eye, worse than me at art, in my own opinion, but sell art like for a living. And I just, like, I've never gotten to the point where I have the confidence in my own art to say that people would want to buy this, but then I see other people buying stuff that I believe is objectively worse than some of my art, not all of it, that like, I'm like, I don't know what to do about this. Like, some people just have the confidence. Like, some people absolutely have the skill, but some people just have the confidence to be like, yeah, my art's good enough to sell, and you're just do it. And I'm like, what? Like, who gave you that idea? Where do I get one? Also, I'm switching to my face real quick so I can switch my reference. Is that the one I was using? Also, no. That's the one I was using. Oh, these aren't even what I thought they were. I need to redo these entirely. I'm gonna eat my ass. Okay. Friend, it doesn't matter. Put it out there. Someone might love it. Yeah. That's how I felt basically every time I want to open commissions or post art online. If it doesn't sell, okay, fine, make something else. Watching if your art is selling isn't doing art, just make stuff. Yeah. And the thing is, I've gotten to the point, this is where my anxiety about this comes in. I have gotten to the point where I don't care what other people think about my art. I will finish a piece of art and then never post it. Like, I just do art, like, for me. Like, so, like, I'm trying to think. Like, this is not posted on any social media platform. I've shown it on my Discord, and that's it. It's not on...
I don't even think you posted it on Discord, because I've never seen the finished one.
Oh, shit. I've never shown anybody this. Hey, guys.
You haven't shown literally anybody this.
I finished this piece of art. It's one of my favorite pieces of art I did this entire year.
I mean, I'm glad you finished it. It looks good.
Like, it's not on Instagram. It's not on Tumblr. It's not on Discord. I haven't shown it on stream. Like, I finish art and then I just keep it for me to be like, hey, that was really fun to do. And then I don't show anybody because I don't care what other people think about my art. And like, I don't know. I feel like if I used to post obsessively. Like I'd finish a piece of art and I would immediately post it and I'd sit and I'd watch to see if the numbers went up. And if they didn't, I was sad and it meant that the art was bad. And if they went up, I was happy because that meant the art was good. But that's not what it means. It just means that people like whatever the interest is. And it means I never, ever drew my own OCs because the numbers were bad. Like, and so I just did Dream SMP art for 3 years because the numbers were good. Like, that's what it is. Like, so I don't know. There was like a really cool piece, like part of like freedom that happened at like the beginning of last year that I just stopped posting on Instagram, on Tumblr, on Twitter, on Discord, like everywhere. Because if I posted it and nobody responded, it meant it was bad. And if I posted it and people said it was good, then I had to do more of that. And if I just removed the other people entirely, it didn't matter. This is my favorite art piece I've done this entire year, I think. And like, that's cool. And nobody even knows it exists, and that's what's hard. So I don't know where to go with that. Like I also finished this piece this year. This was a repaint of a thing I did years ago in 2021. And I wanted to refinish it at a higher level now that my skill level has increased. Like, completely different style, but I had a really good time doing it, and I have posted it nowhere because I just don't care. Like, and I don't know if that's better for me or worse. It's better for my mental health, that's for sure, but it also means like I don't get to benefit from it. Like, I don't get the numbers, I don't get the money, I don't get the attention for it. Because I don't post it. But if I post it, I lose my mental health. So I don't really know where to go with that. I knew in the beginning, this is what sucks. Ah, God, my nipple really hurts. Sorry, TMI, but like, ow. Recovering from surgery is very hard. I want to see these more. Oh, sorry. Is there one specifically you want to see? What is this dare? What are you daring me to do? What?
I think Theo just wants you to send art more.
Oh, I mean, I could do that. Here, look, I drew Kane as a sticker. What else have I not shown? I've been working on this piece. It's not done, but I've been working on it. What else have I finished? I did this draw your OC in the style of. Haven't posted this anywhere. I've even labeled it like I'm ready to post it, and I just haven't posted it anywhere. What else the fuck else have I been working on? I don't even know what I've been working on. I don't know. That's like the most recent things. I realize I feel like I'm always drawing and I'm never finishing anything. Like when I look at art I have finished this year, I did Azazel this year. I did Kane and Sawyer this year. I did Zadkiel and Azazel, the redraw this year. I did Hawks, the redraw this year. I did Poseidon this year. And what the fuck else have I done? Like, yeah, I did some, like, I did these. Like, I did, like, the stickers. I did some alternative art. Like, I did Kane. Like, but, like, I cannot be producing at the pace of, like, less than 10 pieces of art a year. A year! And like, I guess it's true that I've been doing a bunch of like not even a bunch. I've been doing some commissions this year. But since April, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 requests. Since April. That's not enough. Why do I produce at such a low pace? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I don't know. I also have been working on the pick crew a little bit. I need to work on that again. What is this stack? Hang on, I'm switching over to my face so you guys can't see anything. What is this stack? What is blacked out? Oh, that's what. Okay, that makes sense. I can probably delete those now, actually.
Is it porn?
It is not. It was when I was doing Photoshop for my surgeon. Cool. I'll delete those now. I'm good. But I have them blacked out so that I didn't just like accidentally open my nipples on stream. Rip, no porn. No. When I draw porn, you'll know, because if I go to
well, I'll show you guys that.
I was trying to see if I could even find where. Yeah. If you ever see, where's my iPad? The bottom left there. You see the bottom left to the left of the duck? There's like an almost completely black screen, but with a little heart around the characters' faces. That's so how I know which characters it are, but I know I can't show the rest of it on stream. That's how you know. That's what that means.
Oh, I just name mine.
Oh, see, I just like leave like a little circle erased and turn the rest of the canvas black. Where was I? God, what? I was in here. Here we are. Okay, I need to crop and resize settings. Resample canvas. Let's break this down. 3600 by 5400. Done. Okay. That ups me to 26 available layers. Wonderful. Cut my canvas size in half so I'm not working with details the size of microscopes.
You must think big picture.
I'm awful at that. I'm actually gonna.
You must.
No. Must. I've
been a big fan of that recently. I keep saying you must and you mustn't.
Yeah, we've gone formal. I just keep mine in my 3 normal sketchbooks and get a small heart deck anytime I flip to the wrong page in public. Okay, Reese's 4 horse options: Pharaoh, Sidonia, Mercy, and Strider. Strider!
What color is the horse?
Yeah, what color is the horse? I like Strider or Pharaoh. Personally.
I like Sedona.
I like Savika. Name your horse Savika.
That's not an option.
Why not? It's a gray dapple.
Gray dapple.
Sedona or Strider?
Yeah, I wouldn't do Pharaoh because that would be like tan.
Yeah. It looks like Sidonia is the winner from the votes in chat. The votes being Alex and you.
I'm getting flashbacks to Herd Your Horses, Googling a gray dapple horse.
God.
The gang fucks with Sedona.
The gang does seem to fuck with Sedona. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never gonna win. Life didn't turn out quite the way I want it to be. I'm gonna fulfill the hold the waller and the big black ship with the cannonballs. Steady side that leads onto the sea. I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even go with my beard and change my name. They all just wanna be big rock stars, living hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the Bruce bars, and we'll VIP with the movie stars. Big gold digger's gonna wind up there, every playboy bunny with the bleach blonde hair, and we'll, with the latest dictionary of today's who's who, do anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. I wanna be a rock star. Reese has got a new little gay OC. Nothing like a new little
You
gay
and Reese
OC.
are always fighting for how many little gay guys you can make.
Xandria, did you draw the Victor profile picture you have? No, I totally stole that.
No, I totally.
I absolutely, totally just ripped it off of somebody else. No, like, it was off of Google, man. I just took it. I did not have the time to draw Victor recently. This is the first time I'm drawing him.
You said little gay. I didn't say.
He ain't little. None of my OCs are little. I have some little gays.
You've got a lot of gays.
I've got a lot of gays. Kane is my littlest gay. He's your little guy. He's my little guy. I do be collecting gays like they're fucking like Pokemon cards, though. With the latest dictionary of today's who's who. Shout out to Potted Monstera Plant Indoors M. What the fuck is that link?
What the fuck did you just put?
Nobody click that because I fear it. No, Yuri on Ice music. Can you hear my heartbeat? Okay, again, you need to not be like this, please. It needs to reasonably connect. That's probably as far as I can push that. And then I'm gonna have to do... this is too many details. I don't want to do this. I'm giving up on this art piece.
Someone's got to like at Ollie and tell her we're no longer talking about Arcane.
Or we can talk about Arcane again.
We could. I know she's not here because she was worried about spoilers.
That's true. We could bring her back in. I feel bad we didn't.
Or we could just talk about Arcane. I don't really care.
We didn't talk about Arcane a whole lot, but I kept getting distracted by other things. But we could always, yeah, we could be like, hey Ali, come back and we'll not talk. But also my art might reveal one thing.
I'm not sure what you could be referring to.
And I'd be afraid. I don't want to ruin anything for her. I'm afraid I'm gonna say the wrong thing and then she's not gonna want to watch the show.
It did take a lot to convince her to watch the first time.
God damn it. But I always like when she's hearing calls. Or at least like in chat, I should say. Okay, I will deal with the details of that art later. My line art is getting less and less like line art as we go. Confident lines. Confidence strokes. Confidence. Confident strokes for confident folks.
You're very confident.
Nothing but. Yeah, something like that. I don't fucking know. You know, I'm gonna leave this background alone right now because me thinks I'm not going to. I said it again, Reese. You've infected me. Okay. Me thinks I'm gonna paint this background instead of line art it. I think I'm just gonna line art the peeps. Now I'm sucking on my bottle pop. I gotta eat, man. I'm hungry. What time is it? I have been live for 3 hours and I have gotten nothing done. I'm gonna see if I can get the line art to this dude done. I'm gonna try to line art Mr. Spaceman himself real quick.
Oh, your screen's not showing your art.
No, I know. I just switched over to pull up my references.
Oh.
Thank you. A slightly different pose, but this is the highest definition version of the image, so that I can see the fucking shape of this man. Okay. It shouldn't be a link. Yeah, it's okay. This plant scares me. Wish me luck. I don't know what Monstera plant you're fist fighting over there, but hey, I wish you the best of luck on fighting a potted plant. I hope you win, I guess. Okay, I'm just going into this line art with no guide. I have the most minimum guidelines.
I'm shocked you're even doing line work, to be honest.
I don't know who the fuck I am right now. I don't know where I am. I haven't done line art in God knows how long.
I would just do some color blocking and call it a day.
Because that's kind of what I was gonna do, because I have this where I started color blocking and I was like, I could just do that, but he's distinctly outlined in like pink. And like I said, this may be hours of work for no reason, because I don't know what my plan is for I don't know what my plan is for rendering, so I may end up painting over literally all of this. I don't know.
You do whatever you think's gonna bring you the most joy.
I feel no joy, only twinks. And what is joy if not a twink in the sky? Well, that's just not how knees work now, is it? That's too much calf. Actually, maybe it's not enough calf. Maybe like that? Something like that. You know who this dude's body model in this form reminds me of? Was the drawing I did for the viewer SMP Xander in his final form. Like where his like his form had like literally like rotted away to nothing.
You mean Bloodline?
Yeah. Sorry, not view SMP, the Bloodline one. Right, where he had like literally like withered into like no. Here, let me pull up the drawing of it really quickly. I have to switch to my face again because you guys, it is in a folder you guys are not permitted to see, I think. Oh no, it's not. It's just in this one. This one where
the lore folder.
I did like layer like the development of the Bloodline Xander, and like this final version of it, especially like the arm being like completely like decrepit and like in his fucking showing the actual bone, and like I remember drawing like these legs and those arms and being like, this is just the most like inhuman to like draw a character at this like stage of like a near decomposition, like where like it was really fun for me to draw like him having like fully like not again this drawing was a while ago, so my anatomy is not great, but like drawing him from like not necessarily muscular but like well fed to like okay, he's definitely a little underfed, and like making his angles a little bit more pointed and his legs a little thinner and his arms like weak, especially this one, drawing like the wrist like that really like frail, and then fully just drawing like the like everything's like hanging off of him, he can't wear his jewelry anymore, like just like the decomposition of a body. Like that was immediately what when I was looking at the body of like trying to draw Victor in this form, I was like, that's what this reminds me of, is trying to draw a body in the stages of decomposition. I love when God is decomposing. Okay, your ankles are a little too small here. I know you have literally no bone structure, but like, or I mean just bone structure, I should say.
Yeah, he's got plenty of bone structure.
Bone structure is the only thing this fucker has left. Here I am again, drawing toes on stream, because God, this happens so often.
If you guys donate $10, Andy will draw your feet on stream.
That's confirmed. $10 and send me a picture of your feet, and I'll draw them live on stream. I'll do anything for $10, man.
Gotta pay off that car somehow.
Oh, don't remind me. Ugh.
I live to reassure you of your financial situation.
No, you live to remind me of my financial situation and be like, hey,
same thing.
You're gonna die. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Man, Victor body goals. Victor got that body yaddy yaddy, and it's just bones.
This is unhealthy PA standards.
Victor's really ruined the body standards for all of us.
One look like Victor. He has literally no body mass whatsoever.
He's literally the floating embodiment of God and also made of just bones. How am I supposed to live up to these fucking standards, man? Like, goddamn, look at those curves, and it's the curve of his hip bone, and it's like, what? I need to, like, push this more. There we go. Okay. Arm in, out, really in. Okay. And then hand. Forget twinkifying his hands. I need to bonify them. One step past twink and it's gone too far. Damn, boy, what those bony ass fingers do. Okay, so his I gotta like specify. This is like his first finger is like the most down. And then this one's always a little bit more. Like that. Yeah, that's a good looking hand, kind of. Not really, but I'll work with it. I was more confident in that than I was until I zoomed out. It's okay. I'll work with it. Just found out, thanks to Gartic Phone, I'm pretty good at drawing one specific fandom in one specific way. Interesting. Here, Tyrio, this is a quick look at what I've got done so far in terms of line art. There you go. This is what I've got so far. It's not done by any means, but... and then I have some color blocking that I'm working on, but... I'm just gonna get this fucker's line art done, and then I have to disappear to eat. God, I want some chips and salsa right now. That's what I want. That sounds so good. Yeah. This is the pinky is at the bottom. I can't be the only one who like completely forgets how body anatomy works until I'm like drawing somebody and I have to be like, how the fuck? And I have to like look at my own body and be like, that's not how hands work. Oh, his thumb is over his hand, that's why. But I need his bony ass thumbs doing bony ass shit. There we go. All right, bony boy. That's a hand. Is hand too small? That's another thing. I'm really bad with proportioning body parts to body parts. Like, I'll draw a hand and I'll zoom out. Or like, this is my big picture problem. I zoom in really close and I draw the hand. I was like, gorgeous. And then I zoom out and it's like one fraction the size of the face. And I'm like, God damn it. Victor, your fucking staff doesn't make any sense when you're God. The artists in this show really just like, there are some parts that was like every detail matters and it was incredibly impressive, and then there's like certain things like the staff where I was like, you really just drew whatever the fuck you wanted, like in like the most positive way, but it's like, this thing doesn't make any fucking sense. But also, you're drawing God. I'm not going to judge you on your staff architecture.
Yeah, I don't think they were that pressed about how much the concept of atoms really made sense.
Yeah, they're like, hey, while Victor is in the form of an eldritch god, what's his staff look like? Everyone's like, I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't really think he's supposed to be made sense in this form.
That's a good point. God damn it. And this is why I normally don't do all of my line art on the same layer, but meh. I'm trying to learn to behave more with the amount of fucking layers I use. I need to get a grip on myself.
Layers, just merge them afterwards.
I just don't, man. Sometimes I do, but like there's like people always have something to say about the number of layers I use when sketching or like line arting, because I will line art everything on a different layer because I do so much, like, because I'm terrible at big picture sketching because I can't picture things in my head. So I have to draw all the elements on the page and then be able to select all of them and move them around and adjust them until they look correct, and then I can do line art and shit. But like, it's the only way I know how to do it. Because like I can't just picture it in my head and be like, yeah, that'll make sense. Because I can't see. I'm blind. I'm disabled, but not really. Okay, and this cape doesn't actually really have any semblance of sense because he's God. And he blurs at the edges like gods tend to. So I'm just gonna pretend. Close enough.
Sorry, I left during half of what you were talking about.
It's okay.
Because Missy was like making a noise, and I thought she was stuck somewhere.
She good?
Yeah, she's fine. She was just screaming.
How cool. She's gonna be the cat who cried wolf. Like her and Apollo both. One of these days, something's actually gonna happen, and they're gonna be screaming for us, and we're gonna be like, God, wish these cats would show up, or would shut up, not show up. God, wish my cats would show up for me.
I thought it was Apollo for a second, stuck somewhere, and then I realized it was Missy, and then she was just standing in the living room,
Just yelling.
just like crying.
Oh.
I picked her up, and I brought her to my room, and then she went away.
She's like, yeah, that was good enough for me, and I was like, well. God, drawing this fucking weird ass dude's face. Okay. I did not think about having to figure out how to draw machine face over here properly. Okay. Like that, and then something like that, maybe, I guess. Something like that, yeah. If people are getting eepy and going to bed, I completely understand. I saw somebody had said they were, I think it was Wilbur was, which, yeah, it's getting late, I know. I'm just gonna finish this line art and then I'll be heading to bed. Well, not to bed, but I'll be heading off of stream myself, but sometimes just working into the late nights feels like it used to on stream, where it's just like, yeah, if you're heading to bed, have a good night. And if you're here doing this bullshit with me, hope you're having fun. Man, that is just so beyond uneven. I might have to use a symmetry filter with that later to make that not really that bad.
Oh dear.
Are you good over there?
An orange cat has hit the second tower.
Oh, fucking Christ.
By that I mean he's simply just trying to get on my chest. Brother, please don't step on my tablet.
Oh, and Alex is beefing with the ladder. Good for you.
Don't do it.
And that's home, you know. Sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow.
Paul, can you just like lay down, not on top of everything?
And a little bit of chicken fry.
Please.
In the radio.
You have to just be anywhere else. Because you're gonna bite my Apple Pencil when I start drawing again. I know you are.
He do be doing that.
You're gonna
but
bite
so
it.
does Missy. It's the little things in life that
I'm gonna draw,
mean
and you're
the
not
most.
gonna bite it.
Where you live, what you drive, or the price tag on your clothes.
You're not gonna bite it.
On the piece of mind.
You're not gonna bite it. Don't do it.
In the radio
Don't do it.
up, I've seen the sun
I will
rise.
end.
Feel the touch of a precious child. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that's my line art. See, now I might move Victor up a little bit. Victor number 2. Thank God for my life. May freedom forever fly. The ones who give their life. And I think I'll have Big Victor be... I don't know if I'm gonna... Big Victor. Victor, if you will, yeah. I know I'm gonna have him behind Little Victor's staff. But I don't know if I'm gonna have him in front of or behind the environment itself. I might put him behind it. And maybe I'll put in front of it. I'm really torn on that part. Oops. I was gonna really quickly block this in. Oops. Christ. So I can see if I like the environment in front of or behind him better. Okay, this is his staff. And then... something like that. Except like... Okay, so it's something like that. That's what Jesus is supposed to look like. And then there's gonna be the, like, this shit. Oh, I need to turn Victor off. Right, like,
That implies that he's turned on.
which is the way I need him to be at all times. Victor's default state is always on. Okay. And this is like whatever the fuck this thing is gonna look like.
No, Pio, I have not tried Marvel Rivals. I do not know what that is.
Oh, ouch. And then okay. So yeah, I think it makes the most sense to have Victor behind the environment, because this looks goofy. Having it be in front of him, I think, just makes more sense. So this is gonna be like, this is like kind of sort of the concept of how it's gonna look. And this is actually gonna be lighter than this even is. Something like that. Oh, and I want to do this on a different layer. I know to some degree this isn't color blocking anymore because I'm putting too much detail into it, but just bear with me. I need to be able to conceptualize all this shit. Because I need to see where all these colors are going to go and make sure that they don't look like shit. Okay. Like that. Weird ass purple arm motherfucker. Okay. I've just been a hater today. I'm on my haterade.
Yeah, you're drawing a character twice, and you're just being a hater.
I am. I do it because I love him, and I have to, like, mask that by hating him. I gotta be like, man, what a cringe, fucking disgusting, awful, pathetic loser. Gross. Ew. Who would like him as I'm, like, fucking crawling over myself? Yeah, so this
I
is...
didn't know you were a boy in elementary school.
This is unfortunately what this is comparable to. Okay, so this is the planned-ish color schemes. Hang on. I don't want the shadow. Okay. Yeah, these are like kind of sort of the plans for what we're gonna end up with. And instead of the like bluey highlights that come from those, I'm gonna have all the highlights be like gold, you know, because there's a very different light source happening in this art than on the actual art. So like all of the highlights are gonna be like here. Like they're gonna be like, oh, gold, the golden light of Victor. Oh, you know? And that's how they're gonna say it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that right there. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the color theme plan. And I'll probably do on this part here. I'll probably take from this in terms of like the tints for the colors. So it's got that like dark ombre-ish on the edges. That's gonna kind of be the idea. Okay. Well, we have the color plans down, which needs to be in a group of its own. There you go. And I can turn those off. I need to combine all of these onto one thing for now. That's not what I want to do. I need to combine this down. There you go. So, okay, so that's we've got the line art actually done. And then the color plans. You have the line art done and the colors planned. So it looks like we're done to me. Had a great time, everybody. We did it. There's nothing else to do. This actually does give me some hope that this is going to turn out pretty cool. Because even with just the color blocking in, I'm actually really excited to see how this turns out. And the line art I'm actually quite a fan of. It could be bolder at the bottom, but I was drawing on a fucking ginormous canvas, so it's going to be itty bitty. And maybe I'll screw with it. But for now, I'm very happy with it being a very central lined design. I like that Victor's cane lines up beautifully with Victor's feet. Like, to have it all just be this, like, seamless line up through all of it. One thing leads to another kind of shit. I don't mind that the circle's off-centered because I actually prefer it. I think it's cool. So, all right. 4 hours later, I'm so done. God. Okay. All right. Let me find somewhere else to send you fuckers. I don't know why there's still people here. But there is. All right. Ah, the streamer awards are going on right now. I forgot about that. Jesus Christ. Y'all want to go watch fucking Red Drawn Art play Overwatch?
I don't know who that is.
It's just one of the people I follow. Or do y'all want to go watch the streamer awards? I'm giving you the award of being cool. Oh, bro, thank you. I love that award. I could also send y'all to Derp. This looks cute. You guys would like this. Whoever's still here, you'll like this. I'm sending it over to Derp. They're playing Children of the Sky. I'm certain you'll like that. All right. Have fun. I'm loading up a raid. You guys are gonna go play Children of the Sky. If it looks like it's Sky Children of the Light. If you end up enjoying it and it's a good game, tell me and maybe I'll play it. We'll see. Anyways, have a great night. I have to go eat. I love you all. Thanks for sticking with me through this 4-hour piece of fucking line art. I am not going to kill myself. Instead, I am going to commit domestic acts of terrorism. Have a great night. And I love you. All right.